Heinrich's lovely materials that we needed to get before they all got sold off. And so we had to cross a bridge, but the bridge led to a quarantine zone and we weren't allowed to cross. Most of the party went around and under the bridge, which involved a horrific stealth session where they almost all died. Instead, me and Ollie decided to just go through the checkpoint because I look like utter shit and Ollie is, some form of British, so, they assumed he was diseased anyway.
Excuse you, I am a businessman.
And so we got across the bridge due to my horrific, my natural charm, and Ollie's disgusting Britishness. And, we waited for our friends on the other side while Ollie tricked two lovely, upstanding members of the community into following him into a dark alleyway and then disappearing on them, leaving them utterly confused.
Yeah, it wasn't that kind of leading them into a dark alley.
After our lovely party members rejoined us after nearly dying during their horrifying stealth, where definitely nobody rolled an nat 1 at all, definitely not an NPC controlled by myself at least. Maybe Marjorie not a nat 1, we don't know. But, we all met back up and my bird was lovely and with us then, my lovely normal bird that has nothing wrong with it at all. And so we went to the workshop where we knew Heinrich's materials to be standing. Who did we find outside guarding it but the two lovely upstanding gentlemen that Ollie had... Who the fuck just opened a packet of crisps? It was you. Anyway,
Atmosphere, keep going.
The two lovely upstanding gentlemen that Ollie had run into earlier who, recognised Ollie, but... it couldn't be Ollie, so it definitely wasn't Ollie, and we told them it wasn't Ollie, and then they got really confused and angry, and so
just the one got angry.
Just the one guy.
It was that one guy. I'm sure
he's doing fine.
His mental health state is a mystery, just like the mystery of whatever happened to Ugly Richter. So, as we went inside, we negotiated and we managed to get the belongings back, and we found out about a lot of horrible diseases that are taking place in the area, including face rot, which is crotch rot's uglier cousin because it happens to your face and not your crotch, which, let's be honest, no one was looking at anyway. But if you stare at someone with face rot, you too get face rot, and it's caused by magical blindness. See, I remember that one. I don't remember any of the other diseases except for one of them that I don't remember the name of, but I knew what it was and nobody else did, and it was a disease from my time, not their time.
You're referring to Ventrixia.
Yeah, that one that sounds like it really should be an STD.
Crackling cough, fluttered lung, and there's quickening blood as well.
I mean, it sounds like you get turned into a ventriloquist, but...
You're either turned into a ventriloquist, or it is definitely an STD. We're unsure.
But smallpox for our character.
It's definitely smallpox.
I don't think we know that, though.
That's how it spreads.
But yes, Daisy told you all that if you catch it, you're basically fucked. There's no cure for this. So, thank God that everyone in this party's immune to disease. Oh, wait, no, that's just me. Okay, so, after that, we found out that for some reason or another, we had to go into a different district in this diseased area. That's the one bit I don't remember. Anyone want to help me out?
The old Steel Garden.
Well, I know it's still got it, but why did we have to go there?
Because that is where the labyrinth curse is.
Yes, and that's where the lady that bought all the stuff is.
Right, that's it. The lady that had stolen all of your shit.
May or may not be a satyr tiefling minotaur with extra horns.
And probably crotch rot, given that description.
Yeah,
so we have to go and find this lady with crotch rot.
No one had a good ID on her, so we're about to go find out.
So yes, we're going to go into a place that has labyrinth curse in it, which people think might be a made-up disease, but it does look like it might be real, but I've never heard of it, they've never heard of it, most of the people on the street have never heard of it, and let's be honest, if any of the party catch a horrible disease, I'm going to be the only one left, and it's going to be a really dull campaign of me making flower crowns.
Well, so everyone wash your hands then, and have everyone mask up and wash your hands. Oh, damn it, it's COVID all over again.
Steve, did you write this during COVID?
Nothing like constantly casting prestidigitation every 6 seconds.
No, shifty eyes.
I knew he wrote something during COVID. I didn't know it would be there.
First of all, calling you out because you said that you were unbelievably excited to spend the entire game making daisy chains, and now you're complaining that you're going to have to spend the entire game making daisy chains?
I'm complaining that if it's just me making Daisy games, it's not going to be very fun for anyone to watch.
What an utter scumbag.
I'm still very happy to make daisy chains. Except I really don't think I should be doing it here because they might be infected daisy chains.
Interesting. Well, does anybody have
Disease.
anything else to add that you guys remember?
Just that Ollie was able to secure another contract.
Yes, for a wand. The shady owner of the auction house and warehouse, Raul. He's going to be looking for his goods soon.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
has face rot and
Mhm.
probably crotch rot.
He has recovered from face rot, luckily.
But
Well,
his face
I
is
mean-
still
Which is
rotten.
very rare. We know that
He's
that's super rare.
Definitely not recovered from the crotch
Yeah,
rot.
maybe not recover. He survived face rot. Lucky him.
Yeah, I think we were all grouped up and basically more or less ready to go.
I believe
Yeah.
we left off right outside the warehouse, and you guys were about to head further into these slums, the northern half of the city.
I have remembered something very important, though. Ollie admitted to the man that it was him he recognized, and it broke him completely.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he was told to take some time off.
Yes, the local gang member is on administrative leave.
There's some good benefits, dang.
Honestly, let's be honest, most gangs are run better than most governments nowadays.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you have to say it like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, do we feel like if there's any... Okay, because Steel Garden is quarantined in a quarantine zone.
Yeah,
So
it's
how are
run
we-
by the Night Riders.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think, is there, during this time period, are we, like, aware of any other additional precautions we could take to, like, not get this stuff?
Not going there. Seems to be the thing that most
You know what I
of the
mean?
people
Like,
do.
if I was a nurse and I had to deal with this patient with Labyrinth's curse or whatever it is, would I have any means, or is it literally just washing hands and covering my mouth?
If anybody is proficient in medicine, they may roll a medicine check.
Just me then? Okay, cool. I got a 24.
Literally just AC.
Well,
Alright, guys,
I'm pretty
I can't
sure
forget anyone.
everybody's already covered their mouths with like a cloth or something. Except for Daisy, who's a disgusting mushroom person.
I can't get ill.
But Daisy, you are unfamiliar with this disease, but you know of proper precautions, which is like wrapping your face with some sort of rag or towel. Generally, not touching anyone or anything around the sick people.
Mhm.
And you are well familiar with soap and water and alcohol for, decontaminating and sterilizing.
And when you have access to none of that, prestidigitate every 6 seconds as needed.
Pretty much.
And remember, if you come across mustard gas, piss on your face covering.
So, with Daisy's knowledge, I'm not going to be on you guys about, oh, do you touch the thing? Will you step on a rusty needle? Because Daisy is going to look after you. She knows how to keep you guys out of too much trouble.
Okay,
Daisy's got you.
right.
Unfortunately, the real problem is that you don't know how
How
the labyrinth curse
is
spreads?
spread. Yeah, well, because face rat is spread by staring.
Supposedly.
I really hope it's by getting lost in the maze and we all fail our checks and that's the end of the campaign.
I don't think we die. We just end up making a...
It's just
What's
turns
it
into a
called?
real different campaign.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Find the
unless
materials to expand
unless
your
the labyrinth is made magical by the nature of the curse, then you could simply follow a left or right hand search pattern, and as long as you stick to that pattern the entire time, you'd eventually find your way through. Unless it is magical in shifts, but I don't know the nature of the curse, but it's just simple logic if it's just a maze.
Madam Black puffs out her chest. Well said, Master Ollie. I'm filled with confidence. I imagine even this rabble will be able to get out of this situation safely. Hopefully, to a shower, bathhouse.
Rabble.
Yes, Heinrich, you and the rest of the rabble.
Marjorie puts her hands on her hips. Pardon?
How do you say rabble in Celestial?
No, she says something else in Celestial.
So you guys make your way over to Steelgarten.
Yes.
Is Stilgarten by any chance the industrial district?
As a matter of fact, it is. It is the
Okay,
row
cool.
houses and tenements next to the industrial district. It's where all the workers used to live when all of this stuff was operational. Now,
is
Go
that
ahead.
specifically like the mostly decommissioned sheet metal facilities that have gone out because the rail lines failed?
correct.
Okay.
So you make your way deeper into the north side of Joserstan. The houses are all empty. The windows are mostly smashed. There's like random garbage all over the street. Deteriorated suitcases and crates for moving, just kind of left where they fell. And eventually, you come up to what looks like a palisade made out of scrap and trash, just going right across the street. And in front of the palisade, it looks like there is an opening that is being watched by a bunch of guys with the stripes on their arm. They are Knight Riders. And they've seen you approaching, like, down the street. So they're all kind of standing with their arms folded. They've got their hands on their swords. They've got their muskets kind of at the ready. And they all seem to be very unhappy to see you.
Of course.
Well, how do we want to try to maneuver our way through this one?
Oh, I was just going to tell them that Raoul sent us and we are investigating something on more or less his behalf. And she shrugs and smiles, a little white lie that I do not think he will mind.
I do have a contract I can flash with his signature if need be.
Indeed, I do not think it would take too much effort to convince him.
After you then, mademoiselle.
Yep. Marjorie will go up first, probably with Ollie at her shoulder, as if he's a higher lawyer or whatever, and she will ask for, who's in charge of manning the entry here.
One of them kind of pushes through the others. He is a short, stocky fellow. He has got a black, scraggly beard and dark gray skin. He looks like a Duragar. And he says, "I'm in charge here." He kind of looks you guys over. Too clean to be locals by far. And I have no idea who any of you are, so there's no way you're important enough to be talking to me right now.
Oh, on the contrary, we just came from an appointment with Raoul. We are here to investigate a missing item.
He rolls his eyes. Sounds like something Raoul would send people out for. But there's no way you're getting into the quarantine zone. The quarantine zone in the quarantine zone. The quarantinist zone. And you can go tell Raoul that that's Yemelyan's orders.
Ooh.
No one gets in, No one gets out.
And who is that?
They all kind of spurt and then laugh at you. Yamilyan, she runs the Night Riders. Hello. Where are you from? Straight from Chateau?
She kind of looks away, rolls her eyes back to him. We are attempting to do business for the Night Riders. I did not think it would be so difficult to deal with the rest of you. Where is Yemelin, you say?
Yamilyan. And please, if you don't know where she is, then you're clearly not working with us. He points a finger at you and wags it. I would advise you to stay far away from this here double quarantine zone. Dangerous diseases are cropping up all inside. We put a lot of work into the palisade. It is for your safety. I reckon this is the only thing that is keeping the rest of this place alive.
How's this palisade looking?
Looks pretty shitty.
Right.
Enough to physically keep people from entering, and that's about it.
Right, but that's about it. I see.
Taking a quick look at it, can I make a investigation check and see if there's, just I guess at a glance, if any part of it looks particularly weak structurally?
You could make a perception or an investigate.
Heinrich's already randomly trying to pull boards off.
The other guards shoo you away.
Essentially, like, Ollie's looking for something towards the bottom, like kicking a table leg out that would cause the whole thing to fall over.
Well, you guys remember that Marjorie told you while she was talking to those porters that apparently one of the crazy people that happened upon the auction house, she goes in and out of this quarantine zone, the double quarantine zone, I should say, all the time. And you kind of don't see how that's possible because these guys are guarding this entrance decently well. Like, they're keeping an eye on everything. While you're talking to the head honcho here, the others are kind of looking up and down the street, making sure nobody gets in. So it's obvious that she didn't actually walk in and out the front gate. And you and Heinrich kind of like poke at the boards and tables and boxes that they've built up. Like, this is a pretty tall, like 15-foot tall junk fence. It's pretty thick. It's pretty janky. And if you move too much of the debris, it'll make a lot of noise, clattering off. So it's kind of got its own dopey built-in alarm. But you notice that it's very haphazardly constructed location-wise. You can see that it kind of brushes up weirdly against some buildings, and you kind of feel like you can use the buildings to get through to the other side. Some of the buildings are very dilapidated and collapsed, but you're thinking that you could probably use one of these buildings to get to the other side of the zone, because some buildings are big enough that the wall goes up against them and like cuts them in half. Well, not literally cuts them in half, but like half the building is on one side, half the building is on the other.
Yeah, I was also.
Yeah, they're like using the building as part of the wall.
And
Correct.
you said most of these houses are like empty, so they have back and front doors, I'm sure. So we could just walk through a vacant building somewhere along this barrier, right?
The double quarantine zone is a few square blocks, so it's pretty big, and you don't think a gang, even a big one, would be able to cover the whole thing.
Right. So yeah, let's find a abandoned building outside their line of sight and try and do a little hip hop through. Go through a back door or a back window or something, and we'll be on the danger side.
Sure. the boys shoo you away, and they laugh at you as you continue on. Oh, that's right. Get out of here. You're a bunch of tourists. You don't belong in Joserstan anyway. Go home to Chateau.
They sound really jealous.
They might be. Daisy and Aramis, while you're looking over this barricade, you see that a bunch of the shops are boarded up, the doors are locked, chained. They don't look like they'll provide a whole lot of access to the inside of this double quarantine zone. Hold on a sec. But some of the larger buildings look like they have a lot of shops and apartments in them. And Daisy, you smell a very delightful smell, a very clean smell, and you follow it. And Aramis, Daisy leads you to what looks like a public wash house.
So,
And when you look inside of it, a lot of the construction is stone. It looks like a very, very old building. And knowing what you know about wash houses, there's got to be a lot of stuff going on underneath it, like where the water needs to come in and come out. And you feel like you can either go through this or under it or something. Like you two feel like this is a strong contender for being able to get into the double quarantine zone.
Okay.
Does it look like it's actively being used, or is it also abandoned?
It is abandoned.
Okay. Aramis will just kind of nudge whoever else is closest to him and nod his head towards the bathhouse.
Start heading that way. It is as good as entry
Yeah.
point as any.
Indeed.
Alright, so you guys all head towards this wash house. The door squeals open and you guys enter, and it's a pretty decently large building with a lot of old Empire-style columns and a really worn marble floor and a large area that seems to be filled with tons of basins for washing clothes. You guys smell a great deal of mildew and you hear the dripping of water. But Daisy, you smell something. You smell all of that, but you smell something nice.
Index?
Close. You smell the smell of a very powerful detergent.
Oh, Sillet Bang.
What's that?
Sillet Bang? Do you guys not get Sillet Bang in America?
What are you
No.
talking about?
Sillet Bang is like a super strong detergent. Bang and the dirt is gone. Really? No?
Yeah, what are
Okay,
you?
cool.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Sounds
It's
like
an advert.
OxyClean for us or something.
Yep.
Yes.
Probably if you guys don't have Sillet Bang. Like, destroying any, like, level of intelligence I have. My god.
What, like when you drink it?
I don't know. Sillet Bang is, like, the big one over here, though. And all
Okay.
the commercials were always bang and the dirt is gone, and it would do a really bright noise and a
that's a pretty good
flash on the
catchphrase.
screen, and then like the dirt would be gone from the kitchen. They're like, one spray will clean your whole kitchen. It doesn't, but you know.
You know, it's a nice thought.
It's a great thought. But yeah, so I find Sillet Bang.
Oh yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, send the Sillet Bang page.
I mean, it's got bang in the title. I'm sold.
I was just saying, like, look how bright it is. Look how loud that packaging is.
Split bang. Yeah, that's weird.
So yeah, I find like a stockpile of this, right, Steve?
Would I think that
You find-
cleaner?
You find a full unopened gallon of strong detergent.
Not Sillet Bang, but just unnamed, unmarked strong detergent.
As close
Wonderful.
as you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's as close as you're gonna get.
It smells like it could strip the lime scale off a 30-year-old bathroom.
Yeah, big old gallon of Nicotoni's laundry detergent.
And Nicotoni's laundry detergent. Okay, hang on. Somebody write that down. We're gonna need to remember that.
The tagline is "Gets out bloodstains or double your money back."
Oh, okay. Because I'm almost certain I don't need to drink water, I'm gonna empty out my water skin and fill it up with it.
Wait, what are you filling?
The room smells of lavender.
Ooh, I mean,
I emptied out my water skin and just put it in there. Oh, wait.
we all look concerned.
So
Mm-hmm.
nobody accidentally drank this.
Hang on a minute. Did somebody use my bag of holding for storage again?
I don't. We haven't dropped off any of the other stuff we got yet.
Because this is it. I think Ollie started putting stuff in my bag of
Yeah,
holding.
we
And
had
there's a
to.
thing here. Because Daisy hasn't realised, I'm wondering if Daisy would try and fill her entire bag of holding full of this.
But you only have like what is it, like 2 gallons of the powder or
It's
something?
only
like
it's
that?
on it's only a gallon.
Yeah, it's only. A
Is it
gallon.
powder or a liquid?
Oh yeah.
It's
that's
powder.
true. It's powder. Okay.
Oh, I wanted it to be
Yeah,
a
okay.
liquid.
I was about to say we're all watching you do this. We're like, this is deranged.
Okay, so I empty out my water skin and I like scoop the powder into it, and I just seem very happy with myself.
Marjorie looks back at Heinrich. I do not think it will be very difficult. Mouthful of powder? That would be most unpleasant.
Indeed.
Like, 'cause
Modest
it's
is
not a liquid.
completely unfazed by this.
Oh. He's watched her fill her water skin with detergent before. Where have you two
It's,
been before this?
It is an old lady thing. She likes to keep clean, or tries to. I mean, do you want to argue with Baba Daisy over here? She's taking soap.
No,
Really?
not really.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Honestly, at this point, I'd be more surprised if Daisy did anything normal.
Hmm.
You know what, to make sure
Sounds
it's-
for sure.
To make sure
Anyway.
it's still in, to make sure it's still in date, I dip my finger in it, I lick.
I figured you were gonna do it like cocaine, where you like take a switchblade out. you dip your pinky in and give it a little.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly, just like that.
oh. Ugh, stop that.
Oh yeah, Daisy, it's the good stuff.
Good detergent. I don't think I have any other sort of storage device on me other than this water. Oh no, wait! I have my food box that I store food in. Yeah, sure, I don't need that. It's got like Oh no, it's got vegetables and modest in. I do need it. Can't replace modest vegetables with detergent.
Well, currently it is in your water skin, which bulges with laundry detergent.
Wonderful.
Industrial strength, poor people's laundry detergent.
That'll be plenty.
Oh,
I'll put
so
the
the
water.
best kind.
It's going
Yeah.
to
Indeed.
move on.
I'm gonna put this detergent into my bag of the water skin with detergent in. I'm gonna write this in my inventory.
I'll be back in a moment. My cats are attacking each other.
No,
Ooh, cool.
cat fight.
Water skin, comma, full of full.
My money is on whichever cat that isn't orange.
No orange. What if they don't have an orange?
Oof.
Doesn't matter.
My money's on the black cat.
Okay, so I'm gonna look for like a way to get through, like, to the back area to see if there's, like, a way to get in? Because I assume we entered through the front, and now we're going to try and,
Yes.
get out the back onto the other side of the checkpoint.
Great idea! Roll an investigation.
That is an unfortunate thing for Marjorie to roll, but alright.
Aren't you an investigator?
Yeah, but I'm more of the people investigator. I have high perception.
You can do perception.
Okay. Good, we're gonna need that. Oh yeah, we're gonna need that. Alright, 17.
Alright, first of all, you notice that this is a very dusty place. It hasn't been used in a long time. And you can see that there are a bunch of footprints going through the dust from the front door to the back of the wash house. And it looks like some of them do.
Ooh.
But judging by the number of footprints and the shape that they are, you think it's one person who has gone back and forth many times.
Be careful. I think someone might be hiding out here.
Is there a particular? I guess we're expecting that she's hooved, right? This woman that we're trying to follow. Do these look like hoof prints, or
They do not.
Okay.
It is. It looks like her feet, if it is the feet of this person are like wrapped in rags or wrapped in some kind of cloth. Like they don't have an actual shoe. But it is definitely vaguely humanoid-ish foot-shaped.
Didn't
there
we not get a
anything-
good enough description to even know if they have hooves or not?
That's fair. Is there anything irregular about the gate?
Yes. As far as Marjorie can tell, the gate is irregular. It matches up with what you would expect from an elderly person stumbling around.
Right, well, this seems to
Like,
be
none of them are in straight lines. They kind of weave and wobble.
seems to match
Potential.
the description at least.
Who knows? Maybe we will encounter them trying to head back this way.
Could always
give me a
try
sec.
to lay an ambush, but at the same time, or stake out. That's the word I was looking for. But if time is of the essence here for Herr Gross's supplies, then perhaps we should try to continue onward.
All right. You follow the footprints all the way into the back rooms. You squeal a couple of the doors open, and you pass like all the broom closets and supply areas and what have you. Until you round a corner, and you are greeted with a very peculiar sight. It looks like somebody has taken wood scraps and metal scraps and all sorts of other garbage and like plastered the floor and ceiling with them. Top to bottom, all over the floors and walls are just flat surface areas like tables and sheets of metal and boards from wagons and flattened out forks, spoons, and knives.
Oh, deranged. Marjorie's just like looking at this. She'll poke at the wall to make sure it's like sturdy enough so it won't like cave in on us. But so this leads back into.
This leads back into the rearmost area of the
Okay.
wash house,
Mhm.
and you see what are appear to be two large doors, both of them with a turn wheel.
Go over and check the doors to make sure we're not about to trigger a trap or something.
Oh, roll an investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna help with that too.
I shall as well.
Yeah, you can just have advantage.
Okay.
Your +1 is far better than my bonus.
Is it?
Yes, I don't have one.
Really? But it's int-based.
Wait, is it?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
about to
investigation is the
say,
int.
you should-
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm
Yeah.
good at.
I was about to say.
Matt.
No, you ain't.
Maybe
No,
I
you
should have
ain't.
taken it anyway.
You should have just taken the
Damn it.
advantage.
Okay, it's a
So
sign.
look at you guys arguing.
Hang on, don't worry, guys. I got this. I got this. 20, not 20, not 20, not 20.
Better than us, though.
I mean, yeah, you're at the top
Without
right now.
without actually touching or moving any of the mechanisms, you examine these doors and they seem infuriatingly identical. The footprints led you to this part of the building, and the second the footprints hit like the makeshift floor, they like disappeared. All of this stuff is new.
Okay.
The doors themselves have also been built using makeshift metal parts. They kind of resemble the doors on a ship, where like the mechanism is exposed, and it's obvious that the turn wheels open the doors.
Right, okay. Well,
You're not sure if they both lead outside or to another building. You don't know where exactly they lead, but this
Right,
is
no
the opposite
windows.
side of the building.
okay. Alright. Well, yeah, I assume the building wasn't like so big that we could have gotten turned around or anything.
Correct.
Okay. So, I mean, if I feel safe to open it, Marjorie's
There's a left
gonna-
door and a right door.
Yeah, she'll open. Can I open just one door, or do they both need to be opened?
Perhaps
You have no idea.
Okay.
a mage hand is
Yeah, okay.
pertinent
Yeah.
in this moment, if it can open the door, if it's strong enough.
Oh yeah, I'll test the mage hand. Is it strong enough to open the door or no?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay. All right. Yep. Hands-on project. All right. Let's go, everybody.
But something to keep in mind at least, so we don't have to touch as much.
You guys want me to open it?
Sure. Marjorie cleans her hands after she's touched a few things with her magic, and then she'll step back so Daisy can open it.
Luckily, Daisy can't understand you guys and just sees doors, so has no idea which one she's meant to open.
Well,
So,
thing
which one
we
are you
don't know
opening?
either. Yeah, which one?
That one.
The left one or the right one?
Left.
All right, Daisy. You plant your hands on that wheel and you start to turn it, and it squeals and it's tough, but eventually, you crank it, and there's a bit of a whoosh as it opens up, and you feel a light rumble underneath your feet, but the door opens to the opposite side.
Isn't it daytime? Is there any light on the other side?
Yes, you are in the double quarantine zone.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. I was worried that this was going to lead to something else.
The door is surprisingly thick. It's like a foot thick, and when you step outside, you're on the opposite side of the brick wall, and you look over to see where the other door led, and it doesn't lead anywhere, as far as you can tell.
And yet somehow I'm tempted to still open it.
You good for science?
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's try it for science.
Oh, you're gonna open the door on the right?
Sure.
Ollie, you go back in and you decide that you want to see where the door on the right leads. So you plant your hands on the wheel, give it a twistorino. Make a dexterity save.
Gross.
Oh no. Oh. Oh.
As you are turning it, the wheel suddenly gives and begins spinning freely, and you feel the floor beneath you give way and vanish. The rest of you guys see the floor suddenly jerk and tilt inwards, and you watch as Ollie tumbles into some blackish water, and you hear all sorts of mechanical rumblings beginning from inside the wash house. And Ollie, you tumble into water, and you feel it immediately beginning to violently churn.
Oh.
I don't like that. Throw me a rope.
Yeah, how far down is he? Are we able to just like reach arms down and pull him out, or is he like too deep?
He is about 10 feet down.
Oh shoot! Yes, rope. Because I don't think I have any magic.
Up on the top of the building, it's a few stories tall. You can see some steam spouting out of a couple of smokestacks.
Aramis will spring into action and throw down some rope that he keeps coiled around him.
All right, Ollie. I need you to either make a strength or a dexterity save.
It's going to be a dex save. Could I convince you to let me tie a knot around my wrist?
You can definitely try.
What would I roll for this?
First you got to do a strength or dexterity save.
All right. Oh, that's better.
All right. You are getting churned around violently, and you have the bright idea of, instead of fighting the churning, you go with it, and you find that it's like you're in a giant washing machine. You are being spun in a circle, and it brings you back out to the other side, where you find that Aramis has thrown you a rope, and you snag onto it. And you just start wrapping it around your arm. D. Not D. Aramis, hit me with an athletics check. Try and pull Ollie in.
Ooh, sorry, bud.
Don't mind me. Just gonna get washed in whatever filth this is.
You guys watch as Aramis tries to pull Ollie in, but the floor and all the walls that this machine has been made out of begin to deteriorate, and random chunks of crap start flying all over the place, and the churning gets more and more violent, and Aramis is having a hell of a time. Ollie begins to get pulled under.
I am not particularly strong, but I can help Aramis. Like she grabs part of the rope a little further back from Aramis and starts adding her strength to it.
Yeah, and I'll
wait
assist pulling too.
to see what I roll. Do I have to roll?
My
strength
God,
check?
I think I'm gonna make it worse if I help. If I'm being
Is it
honest.
strength check or save?
It is an athletics check, but if you have somebody helping you, you can have advantage on it.
Ooh, okay. Oh wait, so who's helping me? Is Heinrich helping me? No, you already. Never mind.
Daisy can help you.
I can give you motivation. Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
I'll help.
advantage. Yay.
Shifty eyes.
Athletics. This is gonna go great.
Yeah, I think that went about as well as it would have gone if I rolled.
Okay, I have. If they continually can't get me up, I do have an idea.
What is your idea?
I could reduce myself to cut my weight in down by a lot, because if I reduce, weight is reduced by like a quarter.
Okay, that's true. That would probably make it easier on us noodle arms.
Probably a good idea.
All right, I will reduce myself.
Make an Arcana check for me. All right, being churned around in this dark, brackish water, casting this spell is really difficult, but you manage it. And all of you guys feel the line get a little bit looser and easier to pull on. Mildly concerning, but pull you do. And with help from Marjorie and Daisy and Heinrich, Aramis, you tug Ollie out of the water and pull him through the other door. And Ollie, you collapse on the ground, super duper wet, and just on the cusp of being in real danger. Like, there's water in your lungs and stuff right now. You're coughing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make a medicine check.
You may do so.
You pull him up, and he is the size of a halfling.
I got a nat 20 for a 28.
You check out Halfling Ollie, and you find that he was in real danger. Like, this was a deadly trap that easily would have killed you guys. But he will be okay. He hasn't drowned or anything.
Do I think he has any diseases now?
You do not. You know that he does not have any diseases. That if he does, it'll be
The
like
water was
he'll probably get like
gross.
a cold or something.
Yeah.
It was a washing machine, after all.
You've got cholera, congratulations.
No. Okay, well that's good.
You have dysentery now, congrats.
So he's coughing up water and just like laying on it, or he's like laying on his back and then rolls over on his side to cough up the water.
It seems science was not the best choice today.
No, and I will not be opening any more doors today.
Ollie's gonna be at the back of the group today. Oh.
Well, it could have been worse.
Yeah, but Marjorie like has an apologetic look on her face, like she totally didn't expect that to happen. She's like, "Who just does that to doors?" She's like so bewildered. She like looks in the hole, watches the water churning. She's like, "This is madness."
You guys clean yourselves off and pat yourselves down and recollect yourselves. And you take a look around the immediate area. This is, or was, a fairly impoverished part of town before the whole quarantine. And now it looks especially dilapidated. Some of the facades of the buildings have like straight up just collapsed and slid down onto the street. Some of the buildings are leaning, but most of them are still standing. Everything appears to be empty and quiet. Tattered curtains flutter outside of open windows as the wind blows through them, making that creepy whooshing noise. But you do indeed hear some singing, kind of echoing off of the buildings in the distance.
So Marjorie's like, "Do we have was it Nadia and Yaroplek with us, or are they did they stay behind?
Well, these guys are all with you.
They're with me. I feel like she's at the back at first, just asking them, do normal people just do that to their houses? And is this a normal thing?
Nadia looks very concerned as she goes, no. And Yaraplex says, I've never lived in a house, so I do not know.
Oh.
Yeah, I imagine that is the first of many parts of a hastily constructed labyrinth. He coughs again.
Because, you guys, it doesn't take a whole lot. Marjorie's just here, is this the lengths that the poor people have to go to protect their stuff because they don't have, they can't afford guards or something? That's kind of the vibe she's giving off, but she's not, saying it. And then she would pause when she hears the singing and, instantly try and, catch what they're singing. What's that?
Well, you can hit me with a perception if you want to.
Sure, let's all listen.
Man, I am just a low roller today. So, oops, sorry.
And don't
rolled
worry, we all
advantage.
are apparently.
I've got water in my ears.
Yeah, you do.
I got this. I got this. I got this.
Ollie, you've got better things to do than listen to some distant song.
Cough up. Daisy,
another
share
nat
the
20.
nat 20s.
They're mine.
Wow,
They're
I'm
all
just
mine.
hoarding them today.
I
We should
shit.
start
communicate
keeping
with
track
any
of who gets how
Okay.
many.
I would like to point out, not only am I getting all these nat 20s, but I forgot to add my second level spells when we leveled up 3 sessions ago. So I'm also doing that at the same time we're doing stuff. So I'm
How could you?
I'm having a great time. Also, do you guys know the bark skin no longer requires concentration and now makes your AC at 17, not at 16?
What does?
Good lord. Yeah, it's a
Nice.
17, no concentration. It's
No,
fucking
what
brilliant
spell?
now.
What spell?
Bark skin.
Bark
Oh,
skin.
bark
So
skin. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, druids and rangers only, but it's now, it just lasts for an hour. It's an AC of 17 if the AC is lower. And that's it. It's just, hey, have 17
I mean,
AC
that's
for an
nice.
hour.
Well,
Slightly better, but small duration mage armor.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also second level. It's it's a druid only thing, but the fact that it's not concentration is just fucking lovely. Anyway, so yeah, I got a 28 to listen to this thing.
Ollie, you have better things to do than to listen to music, so you don't really hear whatever this is. You're busy hacking up a lung while Madam Black kind of claps you on the back. The rest of you hear this tune, and it sounds like somebody just singing a tune like la 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 la. You all feel like it is a woman's voice, maybe an elderly woman. And Daisy, you don't know the exact tune, but it sounds awfully familiar to tunes you used to listen to way back in the day. You think it's some kind of Kesh tune.
Because Ollie is the person I can currently talk to who is not paying any attention, I will relay to him that this appears to be a Kesh tune that is similar to something I would have heard back in my day. Ollie not knowing how long ago that is, but he knows it's a while.
Is it in the language of Kesh, or is it just a Kesh melody?
It is a Kesh melody.
Okay. Daisy seems to think it's Kesh music.
Oh. I mean, Castile's kind of close to Kesh border. What am I assume that doesn't make it any easier to hear, unfortunately. Alright. Well, that is not unusual. It's not unusual to hear Kesh tunes. Josephistan has passed back and forth for centuries, if I have my history correct. Just over the
I believe
Coalition
you do.
War, Vladimir changed hands. That is a little north. She's referring to this place up here that used to be Dumont.
Both Nadia and Yaraplex agree that there's a lot of crossover. Yaraplex kind of chimes in. A lot of people on this Kesh side of the border think that Dumont's not even a real country. They're really gung-ho about sending in the army and taking this place.
Well, in the current state of things, it would not be too difficult.
He shrugs. Phew, none of my business. Well, no army is drafting or conscripting me, that's for sure.
Well, Marjorie will start trying to follow the voice, kind of looking at Daisy for guidance. She'll like point in because she knows like we were like listening to the voice. She kind of starts pointing like a compass, looking for a way to go. She's waiting for Daisy to direct her.
Daisy, you following this voice?
Sure. Why not?
What's the worst that could happen?
Alright, you guys head out of this alley and into the street. You step over the busted cobblestones and broken tiles that have fallen off the roofs and stuff, and you have a pretty easy time following this voice. It echoes off of the dark brownish gray bricks and directly into your ears. And the closer you get, the more it sounds like an old lady singing a tune. And eventually you turn a corner and you find her. It looks like an older peacock folk lady who is very slowly spinning around with her arms out. And every once in a while, she finds something on the ground and bends over and examines it and picks it up and puts it in her pouch. And she then continues spinning. She is wearing a ratty, purplish, brownish cloak. She has a very strange-looking Mardi Gras mask on. It's got a bunch of feathers on it, and it kind of covers her face. And over them, she has round, dark sunglasses. Oh, strangers, you've picked the wrong part of town to explore. And she keeps spinning.
And why is that?
Oh, surely you know why this is a land of disease, a cursed land of labyrinths and mazes. Ooh. She leans down and kind of brushes off a couple of tiles, and underneath them, she picks up what looks like a can of beans or peas. Oh, I shall eat well tonight. And she spins and spins.
Yeah, Marjorie will kind of not step too close. She's obviously not doing too hot, but she'll so in order for us to leave and expedite our project here, would you happen to know where a hunched, horned woman is? And she'll give like the rest of the description because she would like have it on a notebook. she'll like give as much description as she can about the person we're looking for, and say that oh gosh, because I don't want to like be a red flag here. She recently purchased something and she forgot some pieces. We wanted to make sure she get everything she paid for.
The woman kind of throws her head back and laughs. Looking for someone with horns, my darling, my darling. Most of the people here have them. For you see, they grow and grow when you're struck with the labyrinth curse.
Is the singing a part of it too?
No, no, not at all. That's just for me. I must keep spinning and spinning so that I don't stare over long. Wouldn't want you to catch the face rot. The singing keeps me focused, keeps me calm, hopefully sane-ish.
Oh. I'm sorry. She kind of looks a little she wilts a little bit. Like, oh no. Poor little peacock lady. No. I don't have any magic to help her. Oh gosh, is there any standout detail that we got about this lady? I'm trying to remember. Does anyone
Not
else
really.
remember?
Well, you know where she was and what she did.
Yeah, I guess she'll mention that she dealt with the Night Riders and that she had purchased an expensive bag of like, well, she doesn't know what's in the bag, unfortunately, but
Of
she
stuff.
came back with sorry, what?
An expensive bag of stuff.
Expensive bag that jingled. I remember that jingled a lot when you move it. And oh gosh, I'm trying to pull together every little bit. She was hunched and hobbled and tried to hide a lot of how she looked, probably because of the horns.
The old lady says, I know who you seek, I know who you seek. Veteran residents of Steel Garden. And she spins slightly closer to you. Her name was Maddie Haas. She lives over there, but I know not where she dwells now. She was one of the first to catch the curse. I imagine now she's covered in horns, barely able to walk. What a shock. And she keeps spinning.
How absolutely unsettling. Marjorie nods. Perhaps there will be clues at her house. Did she say her name was Maddie Haas?
There it is.
Oh, Haas. Let me add that to my notes. Oops, that's 2 Ds. Okay. Yeah, she'll just say, perhaps there will be clues as to her whereabouts now. Did she actually pauses for a second? She makes sure to like not look at her too much because she's not sure if it spreading face rot requires her to stare too, so she's just gonna like try and avert her eyes.
She stops again and starts sifting through some rubble near a building. Or is there anything else you want to ask this old lady?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. I ask her.
Anybody? Yeah.
Well, what was I lost my train of thought. I wanted to ask her. Oh yeah. Is the stuff about the labyrinth's curse true? And she would give a bunch of like the rumors the all those porters gave her when she asked about it. Like the
She goes, yes, oh yes, the labyrinth curse is real. Very real and utterly frightening. No one knows how it spreads, no one knows how it's caught. But once it's got you, consider yourself got. Look up at the towers and mazes. And she gestures towards the smokestacks and a couple of the wizard towers. They build and they build around their obsessions and desires. They build and they build, fill it with traps and treasure. Perhaps they die towards the center. And I assume that's what you are here for you seem to be some kind of adventurers. And she spins around some more.
To thank her for her time. Hold on, let me check my inventory because I think I do actually have a ration, a day's worth of rations somewhere. I would, I'd take one of my 11 rations, and I won't hand it hand to hand to her, but I will drop it like onto the the lid of the trash can next to her, and it's wrapped up anyway, so it's like not gonna get gross or anything. But I thank you for your time. You have been most helpful. I hope for the best for you. She kind of slowly backs away, like looking kind of sad that she couldn't help her more.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. Oh, real food. Real food, real food. Oh, I haven't had this in a while. Anytime you need it, ask me for help. Ask me for help. Call me Risa. Risa, Risa. And she begins to slowly spin away.
All right, and then I'll lead the way to what Risa directed us to her.
Thank
I guess
goodness
Maddie
that's
told
over.
us.
If I watched her any longer, I'd get dizzy.
It appears to be a method in how to maintain your sanity with the face rot.
All right. So when she gestured over towards where she said that this Madde Haas used to live, you have no problem finding it. It's not too far away. It's like on the other end of the block. And you guys make your way over to this ratty-looking row house. You stomp through the streets, splish-splashing in the puddles of grime and filth. And when you come to the row house that that Risa told you about, you can hear noises from inside, and you can see the shadows of people moving past the windows. Hold on one sec.
Now, do we want to go in or scout it some more?
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, we're just deliberating whether going in. I do not know. I see people passing the windows. It does not look as abandoned as thought. Because yeah, I'm right though. You mentioned people passing the windows, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, you can
obviously
see-
lived in.
You can see like the shadows and silhouettes of humanoid figures moving around.
We could just try knocking on the door.
I suppose, but Marjorie's kind of like, certain nights, I'm almost worried about who would come to the door. She peers over her shoulder where Ryza had been, and each person will be a new opportunity for trouble here. While I am usually inclined to talk to anyone, she kind of looks at the house, and I imagine it's like falling apart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's falling apart.
Yeah, she's like, this does not
Looks quite ramshackle.
Yeah, it does not instill sanitation, maintenance, anything. She is worried that this house is gonna be like full of pestilence.
As the whole city is.
You know, thinking about
Good.
thinking about pestilence before we go any further.
Mhm.
Now that Daisy has heard what actually happens with Labyrinth Fever, does it sound familiar to her? Because obviously the name wasn't, but now we know the symptoms. And I'm wondering if that maybe she knew something about a disease like this.
Give me a sec. 'Cause I actually don't remember.
Did Daisy understand what the lady was saying?
I'm sure somebody
I
translated it for me.
assume Ollie is relaying like the most
I've-
vital information.
Either Alias or Heinrich could always translate it into Old Common.
Yeah, I think it's probably a safe assumption that Ollie's just thinking out loud so that Daisy can hear it.
Yes, indeed.
Literally
Daisy,
thinking out
Thinking
loud.
out loud. Yeah, just
Daisy,
thinking
Daisy
loud
gets the
thoughts.
details. Yeah. Daisy, you are unfamiliar with this, but it does. You don't know the disease, but you are familiar with the symptoms. It was one of the last things you learned before your incident. For you, this would have been a very, very new thing, brought about by the coming of the Old Empire.
Damn it. All those old Empire men coming. It's ruined everything.
They brought all their illnesses with them. Yay!
Or because they tried to come.
Oh, whoa now.
Yeah, that was the noise Daisy kept hearing.
But it is otherwise like just a normal house, right? It's not. It doesn't have any towers growing around it or anything.
It does not, no.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we could ask. I guess someone inside would know. Marjorie's just reluctant, but she'll knock on the door if you guys want. She does enjoy the asking of the questions. Unless someone else would like to risk it.
I mean, if you want, I can knock in case the door is disease.
Oh yeah. No, Daisy is the designated knocker since she like doesn't really. We assume that she is fearless and isn't worried about catching anything.
She can't catch anything. She knows this.
Well, we don't know. We just assume like Grandma's like, well, my time's up anyway.
Yeah, I
might as
don't
well."
think you've ever actually said to us that you don't catch disease.
Yeah,
No, I
We're
haven't.
just
And
assuming
none
you're
of you
old
actually.
and taking the bullet.
This is it. None of you know how old I am yet, so you're all kind of just like, well, she's old. Maybe she's just give it up.
I mean, I'm concerned. I know vaguely.
Heinrich has an idea considering you only
Yeah.
speak Old Common.
No, that's not true. I speak Druidic.
That's
Oh, that's
fine.
fair.
And at least one other language that you guys have yet to. Anyway, there's another language in there somewhere.
Marjorie would gesture for Daisy to knock on the door, and she'll make sure she's a healthy pace back, like outside of coughing distance. for
Does this door
whoever
have, like,
comes to the door.
Does this door have a door knocker?
Yes, it does. A really shitty one, but it does.
Daisy tries to jump up and reach the door knocker.
Does she end up ripping it off? When
Hang
she
on, okay, then.
inevitably
Let me-
isn't
Daisy-
tall enough.
I need to make a check on that because I'm
You need-
sure.
Make me either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okay, I got this, guys. I can reach the door knocker, I promise. I got a 12. I would have laughed if I got another nat 20. I would have fucking died.
I'm mad. I want a 20. Damn it.
I'd
Alright.
like over a 10.
You hop up and grab on to the door knocker. You are now dangling from the door knocker.
Wonderful, I swing.
You use your entire body to knock upon the door.
I then drop from the from the door knocker.
Daisy, you're not having a stroke while you're knocking the door, are you?
It very much looks like it, but she is fine.
We look mildly concerned until you're done knocking, and I assume you drop back to the ground and like you look fine.
I just drop back and then I stand there and stare up at the door waiting for someone to answer.
Okay. Yeah.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is fucking huge. I think it's 18.
What,
but I will-
Daisy? Just Daisy's?
It's 18, yes.
Yeah, because Daisy's right next to the door.
Okay.
Yes, it's 18.
The noises you were hearing earlier that sound like various murmurs of activity within the house all stop when you knock. And then, for like a second or two, there is silence. And then you hear them all running.
Oh, wait, maybe they're running to answer the door.
Yeah, is it going away or closer?
Yeah, wait, it's trying
Yeah,
to
whoa. This is very important.
With that 18, you can tell that they are all, at least some of them are running towards the door.
Oh, okay, I wait then.
All right, then.
Marjorie takes another step or two back, kind of wearily. She looks back at
Daisy.
the rest of the party.
Daisy seems excited.
Yeah, Marjorie
Which should worry
looks
you
the
all.
opposite. She looks the opposite.
All right, so Marjorie, since you're like standing a little further back, you only hear the sound when it's too late. But you guys see, a monstrous hamburger meat-like humanoid exploding through the door and trying to grab onto Daisy and claw and bite her. Out of the couple of windows that lead directly to the street, you see the mummified, skeletonized remains of what seem to be like peasants or gangsters or factory workers just hurl through the window.
Oh, Marjorie shrieks.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she just shrieks and turns her head.
Daisy's
to try
like
and run.
entirely unfazed.
Well, we'll see about that.
She's horrified.
Does an 18 hit Daisy?
We'll see it hits Daisy.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Can I have a nat 20, please, roll 20? No, I can have a 7. Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
This might be karma.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Daisy is instantly accosted by a ghoul, and the mummified remains that flew through the window
Hang on a
stand
minute.
up,
Hang on.
produce various knives, swords, and clubs, and begin attacking you guys as more begin crawling and leaping through the windows and rushing out the doorway.
Am I not technically that, though? Because I was and now I'm not, so am I not technically...
You're a mushroom person.
That don't count as undead? It's unfortunate.
Marjorie's like, she just shudders. Like, yeah, I guess, okay, I get rolling initiative.
Indeed.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm
grief.
paralyzed for 10 rounds of combat.
Oh no! Oh shoot! I don't think we can do anything.
You can
You can
reroll,
save.
though.
Oh, it's every
At the
round.
end of your turn.
Right.
Yeah, you reroll.
Guys, I got 2 nat 20s. I'm
Well,
paralyzed.
so far we're
for
all
10
sub
rounds.
10 on initiative.
Oh my god! Kill me!
All right, so they're going for.
Damn!
Well,
it.
It makes sense. We got
Don't worry, guys,
surprised.
I'm going first.
The
I
dice
want
are
a
telling
20.
this
I want a
story.
20. A 1.
Guys, don't worry, I'm going first, and I'm paralyzed. Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, hey, there's a
I'm
20.
definitely not going first.
Oh,
Damn it! No, not the 20.
Immediate.
Oh, hey, there's another one.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Oh.
Well, they're fast skeletons.
Yeah, they are. Holy crap. I think what that 16 is the highest. We all. Jeez Louise, guys. Oh. Oh. I guess. Well, yeah, I guess Ryza wouldn't have known what took up, or we just didn't ask a specific enough
Well,
question.
no, she did say she has no idea what's there now. I'm pretty sure.
That's okay. That's true. Yeah, so she didn't know. Oh man. Fuck.
Well, Marjorie, 2 skeletons try to stab you.
Damn it. I'm squishy. Stop it.
I
Oh,
don't think a 6
good.
or a 10 hits
Both
you.
miss. Thank goodness.
2 skeletons rush over towards Heinrich, but they are blocked by Nadia, so they try to attack Nadia. I don't think those hit her.
Ooh. Let me check her sheet. I don't think so. They do not.
Another 2 skeletons run directly into Madam Black.
one
Does a
hits, one
17?
misses. 6 slashing.
These are like poor people skeletons. She's gonna be fucking livid.
Oh yeah, no, she's
Madam Black.
furious.
Literally couldn't be worse. Yes, correct.
Not only skeletons, but poor people skeletons.
oh,
Ugh.
That have
skeleton.
deigned to touch her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how is everyone else reacting? We got a bunch of NPCs who are like, oh boy, look at this fresh owl.
Madam Black is just gritting her teeth and trying not to be disgusted. Yaraplek is wide-eyed and screaming. Nadia seems to be perfectly fine with this. She is rushed into combat pretty much instantly. And Modest currently has his arms around Yaraplek, also screaming. Oh, they're dead! They're dead, but they're not dead! They're corpses! They are walking! I know! This terrible! Get off of me! Stop looking at me!
Like the romance that they have.
Oh, actually, could I have had
pretty
Madam Black use her wand?
Oh, yeah, she could.
Cool. Then both attacks miss.
Alright. The last 2 skeletons surge forward and go after Aramis.
Oh,
Bro.
One of those will hit.
Okay, thank
Are you
goodness.
sure?
It's really low.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aramis gets hit by a 24.
A 20, 24. Oh my gosh.
You take a colossal 4 skeleton damage.
You guys are gonna need tetanus shots.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
not a lot,
yeah.
but the disease is what counts.
Yeah.
It is now your guys' turn. There are 8 skeletons and 1 ghoul.
How much can I line up in a cone, 15-foot cone?
Safely without hitting anyone else, 2.
Yikes. No, I'll just go for I'll go for a ray of frost at whichever one is closest to me. Probably one of the ones against Madame Black.
Correct, yes. Oh yeah, it's a hit arena.
Oof.
Oh, I hate that. Man.
But it can't. It's slower
Yeah,
by
it's
10
lower,
feet.
So that's good.
I've gone entire campaigns like that.
The skeleton is now Frosty.
The snowman?
Unfortunately, no. Far more violent.
Are
I
we
mean-
sure? Because, like, that. I'm
Added
just
some
saying,
Christmas
that
cheer to the
snowman.
situation.
His name is now Frosty the Bone Man.
Oh man. Okay. How
Makes me somehow much more terrifying.
are a bunch still on like the porch or whatever was in the front of the house? Because I imagine it had like a porch or something that they like burst through the windows.
There were some simple stone steps leading up to the doorway,
Okay.
and that is where Daisy got tackled and is currently being ravaged by a ghoul.
Oh.
2 of them went out the windows, and 6 of them, 4 of them came out the windows, and 4 of them came out the door.
Okay. Alright.
The windows are only a few feet off the ground, and they just lead basically straight to the street.
Okay. Do I feel like I could shatter a good number of them? Like have the outer rim of the circle hit the skeletons and not like the party? Since they're like on a front line they're not too mixed in with us yet.
They're mixed-ish in,
Okay. But I
because you could really only hit 2 of them without hitting party members.
Okay.
I mean, hitting 2's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. But we should also probably deal with the ghoul, because that's a problem. She is going. I don't think. Well, she has no idea if they're resistant or anything to something, but she's gonna cast Dissident Whispers at the ghoul, and she's like just screaming at it, and her voice like kind of hurts, but what hurts even more is like the spell she casts.
Ooh, a wisdom save.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So, roll 3d6. Come on. Oh, 2 of them were nice. 2 of them were decent rolls. And then he has to flee away from me? Creature doesn't move into dangerous terrain. Let's see. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. It must immediately use its reaction, if able, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Oh no. It's holding
Let's
me.
see.
Doesn't it drop? Didn't it drop you?
No, it's good. It's not gonna take you with it.
It wasn't a grapple.
I thought it would have been hilarious if he just picked me up and ran away.
The ghoul just screeches
"Just be
in its really
gone."
gross, gargly voice, and streaks back into the house,
Okay.
leaving you with 8 skeletons.
And I think that's all the main.
It
stuff I
it leaves
have.
gross bloody footprints wherever it goes.
Oh, ew.
Think of it as a rotten hamburger monster.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, how about no? Alright, and that is my action. Hopefully that... Well, he had to use all his movement away, so he'd have to run all the way back out here again, so...
Correct.
Hopefully useful. Buys us
Which is-
another round.
Gonna be pretty hilarious when he comes back.
I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen, but yes, that's the end of my turn.
Who dares go next?
Aramis can go,
Yeah,
or
go for it.
Heinrich. Now that the ghoul is off of Daisy, right? Because it ran.
Yes,
did
it
have
fled
run?
back into the house.
Okay, wonderful. He's going to use his bonus action to steady his aim, and he will flick open his break action flintlock and load one of the red cartridges he has. He's going to fire a shot at it. With
At the fleeing ghoul.
Yes. It's a 10, hit it.
A 10, unfortunately, does not hit it.
Okay, then in that case, I will use my inspiration. 'Cause I don't want to waste this ammo. Oh my gosh. I'm rolling like crap this game.
Luckily for you, this is what you need to hit this
Oh,
ghoul.
nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say none of us are rolling stellar.
That is a grazing shot if ever there was one.
And it does an additional 1d4 fire damage. Extra 2 fire damage.
You send this flaming shot directly into the back of this ghoul, and you can see it running deeper into the house as it explodes in flames. Ooh, and since it brightens the area around it, you can see in the darkness a second ghoul, which is sprinting toward you guys.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, cool. I suppose I'll take a shot at that one after I cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Okay.
Then...
Oh, that absolutely hit.
Alright, so it does.
And you said you were firing for the other one?
The one running towards us, yeah. So it takes 5 piercing and 1 force.
You plant one directly in its chest, and you see chunks of rotten hamburger fly all over the place, and it stumbles but continues to run.
Lovely. Oh, that's all I can do.
Daisy, roll a Constitution save, please. I just want to let you know that I believe in you.
I don't.
You burned all those 20s. Oh, you burned all of our 20s.
It
There we
was a
go.
DC 10 though, so
It's a DC 10, so I'm
It was
okay.
indeed.
Honestly,
Daisy, you, through the strength of the ancients, you power through this vile spell effect that is on you.
I cannot wait
And
for
you,
the second
leap
ghoul to
back
just walk
up.
up and punch you.
It's like, man, don't give away the punchline here.
No, the second one. Damn it.
How do you spell sphere?
Sphere.
Brain farting.
Thank you very much. I'm on like my last second level spell here. I'm like, come on, if I can just get this in before combat.
What are your guys' NPCs doing?
Yeah, quickly, have them go.
She's gonna attack one of the ones in front of her.
Go Nadia, go. Oh yeah, it is.
For big damage, let's get that 6.
She gives this skeleton a good bonk. And some of its bones and bits fly off dramatically, but you know, they're still up.
As usual, Madam Black's method of going for the knees is easier against a skeleton because she can actually see the joint.
Ooh.
The specific kneecaps, if you will.
Wow, big rolls for the NPCs, I see.
They're doing
Well, somebody
solid
has to
damage.
put in
Yeah,
the
they're
work.
gonna carry this campaign, aren't they? Oh.
This fight, at least.
She gives one of these skeletons a big bonk to the knee, and now it is stumbling around. Ollie, you are confident that this skeleton is going nowhere fast.
Excellent.
Who next?
Are we on the next round?
Modeste.
NPCs.
Oh, no, NPCs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Modeste is going to shoot at one of the remaining skeletons, over Yoripleg's shoulder, you know, not leaving that safety zone.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Modeste fucked it.
Modeste blind fires while screaming alongside Yarlplag, and sends a bolt of super deadly to the skeletons' radiant energy directly over their heads and into the wall behind them.
Modeste, we could have used that.
I'm trying! This is terrifying!
How do you think we fail?
I have two on me. Marjorie's just like, she looks like she's on the verge of tears.
Marjorie, you glance back to the two skeletons trying to stab you, and they both have really gross, cloudy eyes and a bunch of teeth missing in their gaunt, skeleton faces.
Oh, she like dry heaves.
Ooh, their gross hair falling out of their skulls reminds you a lot of Daisy's hair.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I am glad that it's been a while since I have eaten, but it might not matter either way. Okay, ooh, do we have any more? Do we just have mine?
Marjorie, you see Marcus on the sidelines. He is ghost screaming right now, hiding behind a lamppost.
Like, it looks like, I guess it could be, I guess the whole point is misperceived as her telling someone else, which she is pointing frantically at, because you said there was another ghoul running in our direction, right?
Yes, from inside the house.
She's like frantically pointing that out. She's like, that one! She's like, and I'm gonna have Marcus, unbeknownst to the party, mark him with the icy glare.
He is busy yelling at you. Why didn't you listen to me? Oh, we're all going to die! This is terrifying!
Oh, everything's dead here. Everything's gross. Why is everything gross? Yeah, she's like looking at these skeletons like the socks. Is he able to icy glare them?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so that ghoul is now marked. So anyone who attacks that one gets an extra d6 of cold damage, which out of character, they might be resistant to, but damage is damage.
Indeed.
This is true.
Okay, I think, is that everyone?
No, there is still Yarplek.
I feel like Yarlplek would just be screaming and hiding.
He would be panic firing just like Modest.
He does not have a gun. He only have little dagger. He will throw little dagger.
Panic firing, panic stabbing, panic throwing.
Whatever is closest.
He aims exactly where Modest does and throws a dagger directly over everyone's heads. Oh, you missed! Well, I missed! You're the one who threw the dagger, but I threw it! Where are you blasting? You made me miss! And they begin fighting.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That,
Yep.
yeah, that tracks. See, they used all their good rolls too.
The two skeletons counterattack Madame Black.
Oh. Oh no. Oh good. Yay!
Both misses.
Yeah.
A colossal miss. The two attacking Nadia do their utmost.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, they
my
do.
god.
They did great.
Yeah, those both hit.
Oh crap. Ooh. That's
Ow.
a lot of.
That is slightly
Hold on.
over half her health.
Yeah, I was about to say, holy crap. So to say we don't have a whole lot of HP at a whopping level 3.
It's like that fucking mosquito again.
Getting them.
Ah, good memories.
flashbacks.
Good memories of that epic mosquito one shot.
Was that the homebrew 27 AC 1 HP mosquito?
No, I accidentally misrolled and I think I accidentally misrolled and did 30 damage or something to a level 1 Daisy.
Hmm.
And I
Drawing by
misread
Special
it,
Zero. It was great. I basically was
instantly
dead.
killed her. But I didn't actually, I just misread it. I accidentally clicked it twice.
It got
You
too
said
excited.
mosquito, and somebody had shared with me a homebrew stat block of a mosquito that's 27 AC but 1 HP, and it's literally just for the sake of annoying the party.
That's marvelous. I fully approve of it. You'll be seeing one shortly.
Yeah, why have you told him about it? What have you done?
That is now going to become the staple wilderness creature now.
It's just a mosquito.
It's just four, a bunch of them.
I mean, I'm grateful because they're full
You
of
could
blood.
turn it into a swarm, and each hit point represents a mosquito.
Hey, it's either that or more flying bear traps.
Oh no. Oh, I better stock up on.
Anything that's not bear traps, please.
Oh yeah, I never got the bear traps.
I'd like the bear traps again, actually. I only had good experiences with them.
Yeah, okay, that'll change fast.
Speaking of good experiences, two skeletons try to stab Aramis.
Oh, that's a good experience.
Oh.
One of those will hit.
Well, at least they're crit failing a lot too.
Yeah, well, one of them stabs his friend.
Yeah, that hits and that hurts.
And speaking of hitting and hurting, Marjorie.
Oh, please no. Oh gosh. Yeah, one heads. Ow. She is straight up not having a good time. But she she starts looking more mad than scared now that she's actually been wounded.
The audacity.
Yeah, he ripped her coat. I assume he just stabs her through her coat.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Uranus, roll a d6, please. Incredible. You look inside the house, and the two ghouls kind of run into each other and slap together, and they are now both on fire.
Oh, hey, okay.
And you guys see two flaming ghouls sprint out of the house and start running around amongst you guys.
Ooh, okay, not okay.
One of them leaps through the air and tries to clamber on to Heinrich.
No.
The other tries desperately to climb onto Daisy. Does a 16 hit Daisy?
Yes.
Holy moly.
I'm alive, don't
That
worry.
would be like half my health.
I have 28 health, so I'm still doing alright for now.
Oh,
That
my God.
is literally 4/5 of my health.
Hang on a minute.
One of the ghouls begins eating
Fries
your
included.
mushroom.
Both Ollie and I would be in
They're doing
danger.
what?
Alright, it is now your guys' turn. That was the undead counterattack.
Alright. Ollie yells at Madam Black, "You're doing great, I believe in you." And then he turns towards Marjorie, who is being stabbed by skeletons, and is going to
Thank you, Master Oliver.
cast a Jim's magic missile over there.
Two hits.
I will, on the one that misses, I will go ahead and put 2 charges from my wand to make it a 15.
Ooh, all three of them hit that.
Okay, cool. But then because I'm also casting a spell,
Just make it one.
just 1 bonus.
Yes, because that's all you need to hit.
Okay, great. But it also charges my wand up 1 level casting the spell, so I'm kind of right back where I started with it. But 3 hits on the magic missile, just in a row at the skeletons generally. At Marjorie.
At the two that are attacking Marjorie.
Yeah.
That is enough to completely destroy one of them. You Swiss cheese this thing, and it explodes in a sparkly magical fashion, sending bone dust all over the place. Bone dust in chunks. All over Marjorie.
Was that both or one?
Just one of the two.
Just one, okay. She flinches, but she's otherwise pretty focused, all things considered. She's in the moment.
He shouts, "I've got your back!"
She's got a dagger in both hands. She's ready to go. Ready to go. How's the last guy on me looking?
About as fresh as a skeleton can.
Oh shit. Okay. She is going to try to stab. She's got 2 daggers, so I'm gonna use probably my bonus action to also attempt to stab.
Go for it.
Oh, do do I have to do this? Do I have to declare this first? Let me check. Tax on the tax when you. Oh, you can expend. Okay, so I think I can roll first, and then just because it's the psychic blades thing I wanted to do to it. So I think I can do the attempt to hit. Okay, where is it? Okay. Oh, sick.
Oh yeah, it is.
So that. Ooh. Here's my offhand. Okay, yeah. So the 21 is gonna get the psychic blades. Just while Derry's dagger turns like a electric violet color, and I assume it does that. So both hit, right?
Correct.
So that, and then I think it's a 2d6 psychic damage on top of that. All right. Violence. I assume they're immune to poison.
It is. That is, even without the poison damage, that is enough to completely destroy the skeleton.
That's a decent amount of damage for level 3.
You machine gun stab and slash this thing and cut it to absolute pieces. And all that's left is a cloud of dust and a bunch of junk on the ground.
Okay, and then she'll...
Ooh, you see one of the cloudy eyeballs roll away.
Oh, no. It's like one of those, like, feels her throat tighten for a second, and then just grits her teeth and turns around, and... Because I assume all the other ones are, like, behind me at this point, because the ghouls kind of, like, ran past me to start flailing into everyone.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, she'd turn around to help with the ghouls, since that's, like, a pressing matter. But that's the end of my turn. Oh wait, Aw man, I could have overkilled with Oh no, it wasn't. I wasn't attacking the ghoul. That's fine.
No, yeah, you were attacking the skeleton.
Yeah, that's fine. End of my turn.
This ghoul is eating my hat, and I'm deeply, deeply upset about it.
I'm gonna say that damage came from it, like, tackling you down the stairs, and it's just your hat's full of bite marks now.
I'm angry. I'm very angry. Is it just the 2 ghouls left?
No, there are 6 skeletons and 2 ghouls. Both of the ghouls are also on fire.
Then I still feel like this is appropriate. I would like to use my bonus action because I'm very angry. I would like to horse.
I knew it.
No.
I would like to make the situation better.
You mean worse.
By
You do see how that's worse, right?
Horse. So while this ghoul has me tackled, the rest of you, what you're doing in fighting, obviously there is the sound of snapping and cracking of bones, and the black goo encompasses me, and then just into the ground slams 1 hoof, 2 hoof, 3 hoof, 4 hooves, and there is a horrible undead horse standing there in front of you. And Daisy is mad, so she's going to do a neigh as this horse, but it comes out as a half neigh, half roar, and when she does it, her entire horse jaw disconnects and a horrible gargling sound comes out as it then reconnects. And yeah, I'm just going to try and bite the head off the ghoul.
Yes, roll your attack.
23.
Yeah, it is.
Nom.
7 piercing to bite off this thing's head.
This is the original ghoul that attacked you. It has taken a great deal of damage, and that is enough damage to bite its head off and destroy it for good.
You're gonna get some indigestion from
No, she spits it
eating
out.
that
She's
flaming
mad.
skull.
She's mad. She spits it out. Yeah, this isn't being eaten. This is getting spit out.
Like throwing a wad of meat at the wall, you spit it onto the wall of the house where it attaches itself, it sticks and begins to slowly slide down. And the rest of its body crumples and begins to fall to bits.
I would like to glare at this other ghoul and dislocate my jaw again while staring at it.
It is busy trying to beat up Heinrich right now, so it doesn't notice you.
Oh, no.
It doesn't need to notice me. Yeah,
Heinrich
crumbling.
notices.
Yeah, Heinrich, there is a horse staring at you with a dislocated jaw that is wide enough to probably swallow a child.
What is this thing?
The horse or the ghoul?
The horse. Well, that's a fair question. You probably don't know right now which one he's yelling about.
What is this thing? Daisy is a horse that looks real undead and like it could eat a child. Or the ghoul. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm good.
Who dares to go next?
Aramis will go. Once
Yes.
more, he will steady his aim, and he will be aiming at the other flaming ghoul. He's just going to use regular ammo since it's already on fire.
Oh, that hits.
All right. For 10 damage.
You send a shot into this ghoul's side, and you see more rotten chunks of meat flying all over the place, but yet it still stands.
In that
You
case,
know that it is very damaged, but it is still standing.
he will action surge and charge forward, drawing his rapier, trying to cut it down.
Oh yeah, it is. And that is enough to completely annihilate this thing. You slash it to ribbons before it can get its claws back into Heinrich.
Instead of the Zoro Z, he slashes an A.
Very stylish.
Indeed.
Yaraplek gives you a quick round of applause. Wow! Oh, you cut an A into him! The first letter of your name starts with an A! That's so cool!
Thank you,
And-
my friend.
Modeste gives him the angry eyebrows. Oh, shut up, Yaraplek! It's not even that cool! Anyone could do that! I don't see you doing that. Shut up! Stop looking at me! Is that everybody?
Except the
Including
NPCs. No, I don't think any of the
No,
NPCs
no
have gone.
NPCs have gone.
No, I still have to go too. I don't like this thing in my face.
Are you... Okay. In that case, Yaroplek will create a diversion to let you disengage with your bonus action.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it. I got Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Well, right now, the thing that was attacking you is dead.
Oops.
And there are two things attacking Nadia.
Ah, cool. Well, I will still use Zephyr Strike and shoot one of them.
The ghouls are both destroyed.
Okay, cool. Let's talk.
I think I ate its head at some point.
You did.
Whoa.
Be right back.
Why do I still have this sheet? And why did I click on it?
Asadora with the steel chair.
Yup. I'm assuming that's gonna hit.
Oh, it absolutely is.
And a D8.
You send a shot into one of the skeletons attacking
Ooh.
Nadia.
That's 8 force damage and 5 piercing.
Oh, shit. You send a shot into one of the skeletons attacking Nadia, and it just explodes. You shoot it in the head, and his head is gone now. And it collapses into a bony heap.
Ooh. Well, that is my turn, so Nadia will stab the next one.
Yes, go for it. Slay, Queen.
no.
She does her utmost, but the skeleton is too wily.
Got that bone dust in her eyes.
Indeed. The skeleton just reaches into its pocket and whispers pocket sand and throws a bunch of bone dust in her face.
I mean, I did kind of missed the one next to her.
Ah, pocket sand! Alright, what about Yaraplex, Modeste, and Madame Black?
I am back.
Modeste is gonna be very brave and try to shoot one of the skeletons.
But
Well, I did say try.
yeah, he really spent all his dice roll on that sneaking from last session.
What a bunch of bullshit! They move so weird!
Madam Black will try to club the other knee.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Oh. How many more skellies are left?
There are 5 skeletons left.
Okay, I guess.
2 of them look very fresh, and 2 of them look super damaged.
Is there like a fresh one near me?
They're all technically near you, but so yes.
Well, I meant a fresh one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have Marcus mark that one. With his glare, his angry ghosty eyes.
Oh man.
And then that is...
And so he is marked.
And then that is all he will do.
That leaves Yaraplex.
Yaraplex will pull another dagger, and he will. What does the glare do? Does it give them
1d6.
advantage? It's like fairy
1d6
fire.
cold
Oh,
damage.
extra.
Yeah, extra
Okay.
damage when they hit.
He will charge at the skeleton and try to slash a Y into it.
No!
So close.
I shouldn't have tried to be fancy!
Showboating never gets you anywhere.
He's just trying to be like his best bud.
He is. Literally the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Then I think, is that everybody?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
The skeletons begin their counterattack.
Uh-oh.
One of them goes after Nadia,
I think that's a
striking
miss.
nothing.
Mhm.
Another goes after you, Marjorie.
Ah, crap. Hold on.
Does the 16 hit?
I mean, it usually does, but I'm considering using a spell. Though I don't know how we're gonna rest here is the problem. So I'm debating how much.
I'd like a short rest at least.
That won't help me, like, at all.
I know, but it'd help me.
Well, yeah, I'm like talking about. Am I actually the only one? Is Ollie and I the only two that really need long rests? Well, no.
I think
Daisy
does
needs
too.
long rest for spells.
For spells, yes. Wild shape, no.
Oh,
It's like a
alright, short
horse as well. Yeah, it's a
Right,
short
yeah.
rest.
Okay. Well, shoot, because I get nothing back on a short rest, which is a nightmare.
Well, I only get one back on a short
So,
rest,
yeah, it
not
hits
all
me.
of them. So I will
Yeah, I need to
eventually need a
conserve my
long
spells,
rest.
I guess. Yeah, 6, great.
It's very pleased with itself.
Things are not looking great.
You know, you could find somewhere to take a nap here.
I don't think we want to take a nap here.
Another skeleton runs back towards Aramis. It does not try to carve its name in you. It's just skeleton slashes.
Well, it misses.
Ooh, lucky you. And Madam Black is over here holding the line with two of them. Oh man, I think both of those hit. 19 and a 22.
Shame she died so young.
Oh, I think Ollie is gone right now.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry, which against who?
A 19 and a 22 against Madam Black.
She will shield, but still gets hit by with a 22.
So she takes 6 whole damage.
All right.
And that is all the skeletons can do right now. And now it goes back to you fellers.
Oh hell yeah, horse type.
Go for it.
Which is the freshest looking skeleton?
There are 2 of them. One of them has been magically marked by Marjorie's ghost friend.
I'll leave the marked one for Marjorie. I'll go for the other fresh looking.
You don't have to. It's just anytime you attack it, it takes an extra d6 damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll hit that one. I would like to kick horse.
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled on that one.
That is unfortunate.
Do.
This feels entirely unfair. I have done nothing to accrue this negative energy. But it's a shame the horse's ankle is broken and I must now be turned into glue.
Ooh, whoa.
You feel like you have lined up your shot perfectly, but you hit nothing but air. And when you turn back around, the skeleton has its angry eyebrows at you. And whenever you do a creepy groan at it, it does a creepy groan right back. You feel like the skeleton is mocking you.
Like you did kick it, but you kicked right next to its spine under the rib cage, where normally on people there'd be stuff, but not on a skeleton.
I don't like this skeleton anymore.
You liked it in the first place?
Well, Daisy likes all things to do with nature, and the undead are just part of nature they needed putting to rest. This one, though, this one she hates. That's my
I
turn.
don't think I've ever heard the sentence spoken, the undead are part of nature.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Shane.
The undead are part of nature, they just need
Look, they're
returning
right
to
there.
dead.
They're not part of nature at all.
Look, they're right
They're
there.
so
They're in
unnatural.
nature.
They're abominations against nature.
They just need to be returned to the cycle.
In
that's
fact,
all.
one might call them supernatural.
Ooh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Aw.
That skeleton gives you the finger.
All right, where are we at in the turn order?
Yeah, who's got what on them right now?
I think I have nothing.
Right now, you have one on you, Marjorie.
Oh, I
Nadia
do,
has
right,
another
right.
on her. There is one on Aramis, and there are 2 attacking Madam Black.
Okay. Ollie will Ray of Frost the damaged one by Madam Black, the one she clubbed in the knee. And
Go
it's-
for it. That is unfortunate. Mildly distracted by everything going on and Yaraplek and Modeste fighting, you accidentally send your Ray of Frost in the same trajectory as Modeste has been sending his magic. And Yaraplek says, "See? Now you're making Ollie miss too! What is wrong with you?"
Straight into the background. Breaking every single window on this house.
Correct.
on this block.
Right? Just panic firing everywhere. Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
Who dares go next?
I don't recall. Have I gone this round?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
No.
Because I've lost track a little bit. I keep keep talking to the kids that I'm like, wait, did that skeleton go already?
So far, Daisy and Ollie.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll get aggressive with the guy that Marcus marked, and I will.
He is currently giving Daisy the finger.
I guess I will. We'll give these fellas a try again, and she'll do the stabbing. Does the 12 hit? I don't recall.
A 12 does not hit the skeleton.
Oh, great. Well, does that consume the bardic inspiration? Or only on a hit? That's crap. Or
When you hit a creature.
or when I declare it, I guess. So basically, okay. So okay, cool. Yay.
You don't need to declare it. It just says when you hit a creature.
Okay, that's true. Okay. Rats. That's my go.
The skeleton places its sword in its ribcage, and it gives you the finger as well. It's getting both of you guys right now.
What? Why? I mean, hit
It clatters its teeth together mockingly.
Oh, gross.
Because it's giving you the business.
Aramis will go ahead and swing his rapier at the skeleton that's attacking him. He's going to try and go for the neck joint.
Good. Oh, that is. You blast this skeleton into oblivion. You cleanly chop its head off, and it folds like a chair and clatters to the ground.
And then there's one more skeleton left, right?
There are 4 left.
4 left. Okay, then he will pull his flintlock from his sash and try and blast at the next closest one.
Go for it. Oh, definitely. You aim your flintlock at another bony boy, and you turn him into dust as well.
And that would be my turn.
So now, there are 3.
I suppose Heinrich will take a shot at the one that's been giving everyone the shit because they can't hit it.
Yeah, because hey, when you do hit it, you get an extra d6 damage.
Nah.
That is just enough to hit this thing.
Nice.
Just enough.
Great. That is 8 total damage.
Roll that d6 for the cold damage.
Oh, and cold damage?
Yeah, he's the marked one.
Right. Nine.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
It is.
You send some shot directly into his shoulder blade, and bone splinters and bits go out all over the place. But he is still standing. His 2 middle fingers defiant in the face of adversity here.
Of course.
Who next?
I think it's just Marjorie?
And then the NPCs.
Marjorie went.
Yeah, I went. I stabbed things.
No. Then
So I
think it's
believe
just
it
the
is-
NPCs.
I believe it's just the NPCs, yeah.
All right, Madam Black is...
No, you go ahead first.
All right, Madam Black is getting tired of this skeleton. Yeah, she is.
Very tired indeed. She gives it a heckin' bonk, but it's still up and adding M.
Now she's really annoyed at it.
Nadia's gonna attempt to do the same thing to the one she's fighting.
Yes, yes. Ooh, Nadia's not having any luck over here.
Attempt is the operative word.
She's still got some bone juice in her eye.
Okay, it's time for Modest to make a comeback. Okay, I believe in him.
I don't.
I do.
Hey! 1 damage.
Well,
You-
well, well.
No, 7 damage.
Do not worry, angry Nadia. I will rescue you. Hey, Yaroplek, watch this! He uses his radiant magic to burn an M into the chest of the skeleton, which collapses in front of him. Destroyed. Ha ha! Yes, I'm the best that ever was. Yaroplek in the background, very unimpressed. Stupid guy, thinks he's so great. Look at me, I can write an M. Nadia is busy rubbing the dust out of her eyes. Oh, please tell me that kid, that Modest child, isn't the one who rescued me. Herr Heinrich, please say that it was you that killed the skeleton.
Well, I could say that, but it wouldn't be the truth.
you owe me your life. This is the worst day of my life.
At least it wasn't the last.
She sighs. There are 2 skeletons left.
All right, who do we got left on this round?
I think this is top of the round.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
the-
I believe that's everybody.
Did Yaroplek go?
I think.
No, Yaroplek did not go.
Oh, okay.
I think Cody said he was going to BRB again.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
I'm not guessing you just be attacking something, so.
Probably.
He should throw a dagger because now he wants to try and one-up Modest.
Yeah, he's gotta.
So I'll go ahead and do that.
Aww. He does not.
No!
One up Modest.
Yaroplek says, "Oh, we'll see about that." And he goes after the skeleton, which is flipping everybody the bird. And he goes and tries to stab, but the skeleton deftly dodges his blows. And Yaroplek, disappointed and terrified, gets double deuced right in his face by the skeleton, who
No.
clatters his jaw around mockingly. Yeah, no, I'm with you guys. I hate this thing. This very skeleton takes its sword and tries to hit Yaroplek with it. It does not. There is one last skeleton who tries to attack Madame Black.
With a miss.
It does not. Alright. It is now your guys' turn. Can you kill 2 skeletons? Let's see.
Pile these guys.
Horse.
Oh, right. How many more rounds can we make this?
Horse, 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 horse.
How do you guys destroy these last 2 skeletons, including and especially the one flipping you the bird?
I cut
Horse
off
kick that
both
one.
of his middle fingers in one
Oh,
swipe.
horse kick.
But
Yeah,
I Ray of Frost his jaw shut so he can't clatter it mockingly anymore.
So what I assume happens is we all accidentally focus the one skeleton and we have to do another round for the last one.
Marjorie, you take one of your daggers and cut off one of his middle fingers.
Mhm.
His jaw slackens in shock. And then you take your other dagger and chop off his other middle finger, and his mouth opens even wider.
Oh, yes.
Then Ollie, you freeze his head, And then Daisy, you take your horse hooves and shatter and explode it into a million pieces.
Launch him across the street.
I unhinge my jaw and a guttural roar comes out.
Oh, that's... that probably fits in out here. Somehow, some way.
I have just warded off all predators.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe. We'll have to see.
What do you guys do to the other skeleton? Anything special?
Oh,
I think that's up to Cody and Aramis and Heinrich.
No,
yeah,
that's true.
sure. I will shoot it.
Alright, you plant another shot directly into its head and it explodes. Sending
Yeah,
dust
I
and
do.
bone fragments everywhere.
You shoot its neck and its skull flies up, and then Aramis skeet shoots it with the flintlock.
There you go. The gunshot echoes into the sky, and everything becomes quiet again. Only now you guys can hear, in the distance, maybe starting a block away, a bunch of dogs barking in kind of all directions. Like you done stirred up some kind of business going on here.
We should probably get inside quickly now.
I put a... Marjorie just kind of like looks down at like the 2 daggers she's got in her hands and just kind of scans the area real quick before just letting out a short quick breath and then moving on to go inside. Going to internalize this for the next several days.
You guys all rush inside the building, and Madam Black and Nadia pick up the door that got blasted off its hinges and put it back into place. Kind of makeshift barricade, throw a desk in front of it.
Do I fit inside as a horse, or do I have to drop my wild shape?
Now you can fit inside as a horse. It's
hell yeah.
tight
Cool.
and inconvenient, but yeah, you can.
Well, because I have... Okay, Steve, it doesn't specify in the new rules, so I actually have to ask you about this. It says that I can stay in wild shape for a number of hours equal to half my druid level. However, it does not specify rounded up or down. Which one?
1.5 hours.
So 1.5? Okay.
Literal half.
If you want to just do a little half, that's chill too. We'll do 1.5. Okay, yeah, I'm a horse for 1.5 hours then, but no way you're getting me out of
Cool.
this.
I guess the only thing you have to
Oh.
worry about is the floor being able to support you.
Yeah, it's undead. She's
Yes.
half the weight. She's not carrying the organs.
It do be creaky, but you feel like it can hold you.
Okay, well, I'm still a horse then. Because, yeah, they've changed it, so now I only drop wild shape when I run out of hit points.
Do you guys want to take a 15?
That would be great.
It's kind of late. Maybe a little shorter. I already did like bedtime and stuff.
Oh wow, thanks. I didn't even
Well,
notice.
we were in the middle of combat, so it gave me like a lot of time to do it. So we don't need such a long break, but we could take like a
I need. Let's make it a 5-minute break. It's got cheap plaster on the walls, peeling wallpaper, dusty, creaky floors. And it seems like whatever furniture is left in here has been kind of toppled over and is kind of wrecked. The place looks like a real dump.
I mean, a bunch of dead were just living in here, so no shocker there. Yeah, I guess start
Living
looking
or unliving?
clues. So, well, okay, Ollie. Yeah, you get a look like, okay, I'm gonna remember this. She'll go back to looking around the room. Trying to look for anything of use.
Ollie will usher Madam Black over to Marjorie and once again to Daisy, although she probably protests profusely about doing it to Daisy.
Do I get the 8? I took a lot of damage.
Yeah, because that's the order that I said. I said Marjorie and Daisy.
What health you at, Daisy?
9.
I'm at 11, so we're barely different. But yes, you could take the 8. That's what I get 3. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. It's something. Thanks.
It would almost be more thematic for Daisy to get the 3.
Oh, that's
Fine,
fine.
I'll take
Madam
the
Black
phrase.
doesn't like her.
technically, yeah, no, technically she can get the 8. She can get the 8. I don't think Black
Yeah.
gets to decide who gets what. Like, it just happens.
If you need something else, I've got a couple things in my
Oh, it's so much worse because I'm still a horse.
As long as nothing else jumps out of the closets, I think I will be okay.
I miss Ashburn's sound.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any more skeletons in the closet. They were everywhere else in the house.
I'd like to search around and make sure the house is safe for my friends, as a horse.
I would have Marcus ghost Daisy. She'll try and someone should probably
Really?
go along with.
A little on the nose, isn't it?
Really?
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
You're just
no.
gonna do that and just
Yes.
ignore it? You're just gonna gloss over that?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, so you can do that, but I can't say the other thing.
Yes. Well, no one else knows about Marcus, so she kind of mutters to herself, "So we should stay in groups. No one should be entirely alone."
You guys just see Marjorie turn to an empty wall and kind of nudge with her head to nothing to follow Daisy.
As someone else thinks I'm doing it to them, but I'm looking kind of past them, and they look over their shoulder and they see nothing, and then of course Marcus, I assume, would go.
Oh, you want me to search the scary haunted house with this weird undead monster thing?
A very subtle head nod.
Oh, I have the worst luck. And Daisy, you watch as this strange ghost man follows you.
That's
Yay! Can I make a perception check to check around then?
Yeah.
You don't need to. As far as you can tell, there's nobody or nothing left in this house other than rats and roaches.
Is there an upstairs? Do I have to go check upstairs?
It is a 3-story building.
Oh.
Okay, don't worry, guys. It'll take me a minute. I've got to get upstairs as a whole.
I'm not sure
Just
if
go
you
up
can do the
backwards.
downstairs. You won't be able to come back downstairs, I think. Our horses
I'm
might
about
be
to
able
get
to do
stuck on the
stairs.
top.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna slide down it on my ass. I'm gonna put my hooves in front.
I mean, you've got normal people intelligence, so I assume you can find a way to stupidly get downstairs as a horse.
Yeah, I
A
imagine
very ungraceful way.
I finished searching the house, and then from the upstairs staircase, when I'm done, you just see my head poke down from a
Okay.
hole in the ceiling.
Horses can go up and down stairs, but it is very hard. Thanks, Internet.
I don't care if it's hard. I just think the visual of a horse searching the house is hilarious.
And Nadia and Madam Black begin barricading windows and the doors and throwing furniture up and putting boards in front of the windows and what have you. But Daisy, you find that the only door left unlocked is the room that's upstairs.
I look at Marcus and then I look at the door.
He says something to you that you don't quite understand, but he looks terrified.
I horse eye roll and I attempt to open the door as a horse.
He grimaces and closes his eyes, takes a deep breath as if he is steadying himself, as if he has anything to lose by doing this. And he goes into the room, through the wall, is gone for a few moments, and then he comes back and gives you the thumbs up.
I stop trying to open the door as a horse and I go back downstairs to give everyone the all clear.
I quadruple dog dare you to make a dexterity check as a horse.
I got a nat 1.
Oh
So,
my god.
what are you guys doing downstairs, like on the previous floors? Like, what are you all up to?
Looking for clues to where this lady went, if she left anything, like to hint
All
to
right,
where
so
she ended
you
up.
guys are just like hanging out or
Yeah.
looking for clues or doing a basic sweep, and you all hear and see Daisy tumbling down the stairs as a horse, and as best she can,
What's the
as in the
sound?
form of a horse, she lands in the Family Guy death pose.
Nice.
Because of this, I would turn back to regular Daisy.
Marjorie sighs.
A puddle of black goo just dissipates around me as bones crack back into place, and I'm just laying there.
Are you alright? Yeah, Marjorie
Uh,
kind of
I-
hesitantly asks, like walking up.
I do not understand you, but understanding what's gone on, I give thumbs up, both to tell you I'm okay and that the house is clear.
I imagine you do like the left thumbs up and then belatedly the right thumbs up.
Yes,
To
it,
differentiate.
first up is, don't worry guys, the house is clear, and then she goes, oh, I should let them know I'm alright, and puts up the right hand.
Right, hey, she's able to give a thumbs up. She's probably okay enough. Okay, so it all checks out. I am not sure what this woman would have left behind to give us clues to where she ended up. I don't know about you
Well-
guys. I do not want to have to search the whole steel garden.
No, but perhaps there's some more labyrinthine constructions in here somewhere.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll start. Yeah, I start searching for like hidden compartments and anything that someone wouldn't have taken. Like I don't know, paper,
Have we
a
checked the-
book,
If there's a basement yet?
or a cellar or something. No, I don't think we've checked yet.
There is a cellar, but there's not a whole lot in it. A bunch of busted wine bottles.
Okay. So I guess, yeah, just looking for hints if there are any.
You're gonna go up to a room and search it.
Yes.
All right, the door is locked.
Another opportunity for me to fail spectacularly at my thieves' tools. I will give it a try.
I will assist.
Already embarrassed myself quite a bit. Yeah, okay, so we'll
So yeah, you get advantage since
Do it
Heinrich has
together.
got his tools out and he's helping you.
I cannot wait for this to be a double crit fail. So close. Universe. Come on now.
It takes you a minute, but you do get the door open. You can tell that this lock is unlike all the other locks in this place.
Mhm.
It would look like whoever owned this room replaced this lock, the previous lock, with a far more robust one.
Okay.
Who enters the room first?
Marjorie has
I
to
suppose-
recover from the embarrassment for a moment.
Yeah, I suppose I will.
I'm not a
Heinrich,
horse anymore, so
make a dexterity save.
This is how rich people learn that
Whoops.
poor
I have a
people trap
19.
their houses. I don't know. That's the lesson Marjorie's getting out of this.
All right, Heinrich, because your back is messed up, you swing the door open but don't really move because you have to get your cane ready and stuff. And the door swings open, and when you fumble with your cane, you pause for a moment before entering, and you see from the ceiling a typewriter drops and swings exactly where your face would have been.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
geez.
That would have. So that's some Home Alone shit.
It's a quite the clever
That's-
trap.
That's some devastation right there. That would have broken every bone in your face.
Yeah, definitely.
That would have been
You-
brutal.
You feel as if it hit you in the face, then you would have had the keyboard of the typewriter imprinted on your face for a while, and that someone far, far away who is bald and has a goatee would have been very happy about it. Like Marv with the iron.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. Except the typewriter's like
typewriter
way
keys.
heavier. Those
Have
are
QWERTY
so
all over your
heavy. Yeah, I think the imprint of the keys would be the last of your concerns. Probably all the trauma. Anyway, I imagine I would catch the typewriter on its backswing so it doesn't like smash into his back. Like once it's been tripped, it's not as dangerous anymore.
So basically, this is like the attic room. It is the smallest and the draftiest and the cheapest.
Okay.
And you guys clamber in. There's barely enough room for all of you. It is jam-packed. There is a small bed, which looks kind of unkempt. There is a safe underneath a makeshift desk, which is filled with reams of paper. There is a bookshelf that is filled with very few books and a whole lot of what looks like random junk. And it would appear that everything kind of has like a weird shelf cabinet door thing going on. Like in order to access the bed, you kind of have to pass between these makeshift looking boards. In order to get to the bookshelf, you kind of have to open some cabinets and pull out some shutters and stuff. You can kind of see where the labyrinth was beginning to form here. It seems like someone very paranoid had rented this room. But most surprisingly, when you look onto the ceiling, you see a homemade black eagle on a yellow background, a flag of the Alfaxmos Imperium.
Huh.
It has either been made from scraps or it has been heavily altered and repaired because it is covered in stitching and patches.
I have not seen this flag very often, but I can only assume. She kind of looks at Heinrich.
What is this doing here, though?
You don't think that Miss Haas happens to be from the Imperium?
Though.
Fräulein Haas?
It is,
Or Frau? I don't know yet.
we were friendly before the kingdom collapsed in the war. So it's not the strangest thing, I suppose. Quite unexpected, all the same.
An unusual thing to see in the, she kind of looks around. In the worst part of town, as it were, on the ceiling of a house of a afflicted woman. This is weird. Yeah, she kind of gives Heinrich the side eye, like this is. Nothing about today has made almost any sense.
Modest is looking up at this thing. He's kind of sneering with contempt. He says, "No offense, Herr Heinrich, but we don't really like you guys around here." Not ever since your princely Prince Otto came by and blasted an entire city block with one of your zeppelins. Yeah, I would say this is super weird. What were you saying?
I'm sure there were Alphaximals living here at the time.
Kind of shrugs and says, Southerners, maybe Westerners, sure, but actual Alphaximals? Nah.
But we're not seeing any, like, doors or passages or anything like we did at the bathhouse.
Nah, this place is way too small.
She probably left to go build a bigger one somewhere else.
Looks
Heinrich.
looks real dusty, real abandoned.
Heinrich, do any of your firearms happen to have a scope attached to them?
He shakes his head, and I never learned to use such things, so
I'm
I believe it could be useful. Could make
reminded of a detail that Marjorie mentioned when she was speaking with the dock workers. Something about the smokestacks on the old factories looking like they've been modified by people living in the double quarantine zone. Ollie starts looking for maybe like a dilapidated hole in the ceiling or roof to see if he can like poke his head through with a vantage to look towards smokestacks at the factories.
There was a window in the hallway outside. You use that.
Alright.
And you look over towards the factory?
Yeah, because I think one of the dock workers mentioned that it looked like people had been building like up on top of the smokestacks, like adding to them.
Yes, and the other porters were talking about how it was just construction left over before the quarantine went into effect. And you look over towards the smokestacks and some of the wizard towers, and you see what he was talking about. Several of them seem to have winding, makeshift, ramshackle structures built up and around them in weird places. And at this point, it wouldn't be insane for Ollie to kind of think that those are probably mazes built by people with the labyrinth curse.
He's not here. That would be where we ought to check next.
Oh, what is he just looking across to the the nearest, most likely building?
There are a few within a few block radius of this place.
I assume there's nothing in the room that indicates where she would have gone.
Roll an investigation or a perception.
Yeah, probably have to lean perception.
If you guys wanna search the place.
Yeah, that tracks. Another 6.
Heinrich, before you take a look around, would you mind coming here for a second?
Somebody
we
else
all just
roll a
roll
12.
12?
Somebody else roll a 12.
Right. Oh, yeah. We got 3 12s in a row. Oh, okay. You know, close enough.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah, no, I'll head over.
I point out the like constructions on the smokestacks, and I'm like, I've never been inside the Imperium myself, so I'm not familiar with their architecture at all, but is any of those additions to the smokestacks, do any of them stand out to you?
That is an excellent question.
Heinrich, you could either roll a history or a tools check if you want to. Or an investigation, some kind of one of those, any one of those.
Madam Black can assist with this as well.
Oh yeah, give me that advantage.
You can take the advantage, but she has that.
Perfection.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
That's incredible. 215.
Have you tried
2/8,
rolling
you
better?
mean? Oh my gosh. You're kidding.
Heinrich, you take a look out the window. These things are pretty far away, so you can't like see them too well. You know, it's a misty day, very very moody, very spooky. But there's a factory with some smokestacks, and you're looking at the ones on some of these smokestacks, and you kind of grimace, imagining going through this ramshackle death trap. And you kind of hope that that wasn't built by Alfaxmo's hands. There would be a shame deep in your blood.
They look far too inadequate.
There you go. There's another closer construction that looks like it was built up in a spiral, almost like a spring shape, up this, what is very obvious to you, a wizard tower. And it looks like it was done by an amateur, but it definitely looks better. It looks more secure. You wouldn't like being in it, at least what it looks like from the outside, but that's the best one you can come up with just from sight alone from a distance.
I mean, presumably they're like going crazy while they build these, so yeah, no, he'll just point at that one because it looks the best. If any of them, I would most likely use that one.
Perhaps something to keep in mind as we narrow down our search.
All right. So, Marjorie, you look around the room for clues.
Yeah. Clues.
And you go up to one of these shelves, and you kind of have to, shunt yourself in sideways to get a good look at the shelf.
Okay.
And you find a bunch of glass bottles filled with pills. And you read the front of them, and you don't really recognize any of the drugs. But you do recognize that they're prescribed to a whole bunch of different people, none of which is the name you were given.
Just her. Yeah.
You feel like these things, they look pretty ratty and old, and they look stolen. But you feel like somebody with more science-y skills or more medicine-y skills would know what these are.
I call Heinrich and Daisy over. Not sure anyone else would be familiar with medications. She'll mention.
Sure.
She'll shake one of the pill bottles. Anyone familiar with and she does a chick 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 sound to suggest pills.
Daisy doesn't understand a word you're saying, but she heard the pill sound and has come over.
Right. Yeah.
You can hit me, whoever wants to can hit me with a medicine, a nature, or a survival.
I think. Oh, I'm not proficient in survival. Bummer.
24 on my medicine check.
Okay, twinsies.
That is kind of hilarious. I assume Daisy would be going for nature and Heinrich would be going for medicine, but okay.
Right.
Oh no, I don't have wisdom. I don't know anything about medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, outstanding.
Actually, I think my nature check is technically one higher, but I thought it'd be cool to go for medicine because I know I'm the only person in the party that has it.
Has that, yeah.
The two of you inspect these pills. You get them all out. And Daisy, you recognize by taste what a lot of these pills do.
I was gonna say,
What do these pills do?
it's like, when you see people at a
likes
wine
them.
tasting and they no, it's like a wine tasting where they swirl it in their mouth and then spit it into a bucket, except pill in the mouth.
Ting! Yeah, right into a... And Marjorie just stares. She's not sure what to do.
Yeah, Marjorie, you stare at Daisy doing this, and you look over to Heinrich, and he's doing the exact same thing,
Oh my
but
god.
far more gentlemanly.
She just covers her mouth. She's like, I am
I am going to be sick for days, and not because I have contracted any of these illnesses.
But the two of you figure out that these medicines are almost entirely for dealing with headaches and for helping with sleep. Some of them are very powerful. Heinrich, you find one that will straight up knock you out. It's basically opium pills.
Oh my.
And there's only 4 of those left.
Well,
They are used for pain relief and sleep aids.
She like looks at these bottles like, oh,
I suppose someone who has contracted the labyrinth illness, I do not. If they're compelled to build labyrinths, then they would have trouble sleeping, and I assume headaches are also another symptom.
And a lot of these pills are very popular because they can make you go to sleep, they can relieve headaches, and they're good for pain as well.
can I pocket the one that has 4 left, the very powerful sleepy one?
The opium pills, yes.
Yeah. This is a future tool that'll help us later.
Oh yeah, no, I go into all the fancy medical stuff about, or the chemicals and, you know, nerd shit that I don't actually know because I'm not a pharmacist.
Of course.
Right. Yeah, Marjorie's like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. She makes the polite listening sounds whenever you guys explain something about the pills. Was like, okay, I have gotten the information I need. Night-night pills. Useful.
So that's what Marjorie finds.
Okay.
Heinrich, you look around the room, and when you eventually uncover the bed, it's like behind like a weird bread box like sliding cabinet door. You look under the mattress, and you are shocked to see a whole mess of very fine machined metal parts and gears and springs all clumped together underneath this mattress.
Yes.
And you feel like you can actually use some of these. You feel like some of them are of Alfaxmos quality.
Well, I obviously just started shoving these in my bag of holding.
And you take a whole mess of them and clink and clatter in. Give yourself a small assortment of Alfaxmos parts. And when you are done doing that, as you continue to look around the room, you find more and more mechanical bits just kind of all over the place. You even examine the typewriter that almost smashed you in the face, and find that it has been gutted somewhat, and some of the parts have been taken out, and you even find some of them around the room. But you can tell that whoever did this abandoned the project because the parts aren't up to Alfaxmos quality. This is a cheaper Dumont typewriter. A little flimsier, a little less precise.
What kind of one was on that trap?
It was a cheap Dumont typewriter.
Okay, so same as this one.
That's what I said. You examined the typewriter.
Oh, okay. So I thought.
You were talking about a different one.
No, it looks like you can tell that whoever was here took apart a lot of machines or stole a bunch of these parts or got these parts from somewhere, and they were keeping all of the best ones underneath the mattress.
For whatever they are, there's clearly a lot of mechanical something there. This is probably only a portion of what they had originally.
I'm afraid this does not bring us much closer. Hopefully someone finds something that points in a direction.
Speaking of which, no shit, there you are, Aramis. When you see Heinrich going through the bed, he lifts up the mattress, and you notice, but he doesn't notice, but you notice that there are a couple of spaces underneath the mattress in the shape of weapons, as if they had been stored there for a long time, but now they are missing.
What type of weapons did they seem to be?
When Heinrich is done messing around underneath, you go under the mattress as well, and it looks like there was a very, very big sword stored under here.
Like Claymore or Zweihander?
Indeed.
Okay. He'll kind of point that out to Heinrich and be like, this is intriguing. Seems like they had a weapon of sorts here. And he'll kind of point to the... Was it like a dust imprint or something? Or was it like an actual hiding place for one of these things?
It was... like, when you lift up the mattress, it was like the indentation that has been printed into kind of the box spring. Like, it
I
is
see,
left
just
little
from,
marks
like,
and
weight.
stuff. Like, it's been there for a while, and it's just like it is literally imprinted into it.
Got it.
Like Homer Simpson's butt cheeks directly into the couch.
I think whoever we are dealing with, we should be careful. Seems they are armed.
And additionally, when you were done explaining that to everyone, you move over to the desk that you find, and you kind of flip through some of the papers. And a little pamphlet, a delicate pamphlet, falls out of one of them. And it is shiny, glossy, kind of crumpled up, and very colorful. It is covered in all sorts of blues and pinks and purples and reds.
What does the pamphlet say?
It is a pamphlet for a wizard named Agrafina. And it shows a picture of a wizard tower in front of it, with this middle-aged elven, half-elf woman flying around on a magic carpet in front of it with all sorts of crazy colored sparks coming out of her fingers. And when you open it up, you see advertisements and prices for Magitech items. And one of them seems extremely cool to you. Cool and weird. It looks like this Agrafina woman is wearing some sort of like harness or backpack, and attached to it is some sort of like bubble or bobble, and it looks like she's floating or flying. And she seems to be having a wonderful time. And for the low, low price of $99,999.99, you too could have one of these flying devices.
Very affordable.
99,999 gold and 99 copper.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I assume we
Interesting.
huddle around Aramis. Because he's
Oh,
holding
Heinrich.
the only colorful thing here.
Yeah.
Heinrich, you know what this is.
Aramis will pass it around for anyone who wants to see it.
So,
This is infringing on my patent.
patent of this bubble thing. She kind of holds the pamphlet, looking a little doubtful.
No, this is very crude.
Well, it is.
Heinrich, if you want to, you can make a tools check or an investigation.
Yeah, sure. Because the dice have been so good to me today.
Heinrich, you are incredulous but concerned. This device looks small, portable, and the little illustrations in the package show her flying high above the city at great speeds. If it is true, this is quite the dangerous contraption.
I don't like it.
And Ollie, even with a nat 1, that 9, you recognize this wizard tower. It is the tower you saw earlier with Heinrich.
Well, Heinrich, I think I know where we're going next.
Can we see it from here?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, Marjorie will
Ollie
go to
will-
the window, yeah.
Point it out to everybody.
How far is it?
It's only a few blocks away.
Oh, okay, good.
What is this patent of yours?
Slow turn to Heinrich.
Well, it's not officially a patent. I don't really. Well, I didn't really want the Imperium to know about it. But he reaches into his coat and does something, and his backpack unfolds into like giant propeller blades on a pair of wings.
But I assume
You
it
can
looks
work on
nothing like the
something.
thing in the picture.
No.
Okay. Well,
Is it all mechanical?
Does it do the same thing as in this picture? She waves the pamphlet.
I believe. So I'm looking at that contraption. Mine is much more elegant.
Marjorie will look between the two, which looks more elegant. Or is he like literally got wings with propellers?
Man, you could hit me with like a perception or maybe a tools check of some kind.
She's got.
Or you could do an insight.
Yeah, I could do insight. Okay, 17.
When Heinrich unfolds his apparatus, you see very typical Alfaxmos excellence. Even though it looks kind of rough in the sense that it is obviously some kind of prototype. Like Heinrich appears to have built this himself.
Mhm.
It looks heavy. It looks solid. It doesn't clatter around really or make like concerning springy noises.
Right.
It seems confidence inspiring. When you look over at the illustration on the pamphlet, comparatively it looks very simple, and it does technically look elegant, or more elegant, quote unquote, but you realize this is an advertisement, first of all, and secondly, it is an illustration. You feel like this Agrafina lady is full of shit. Like,
Right.
you're pretty sure that this is some kind of scam.
Right.
And looking around the room and seeing everything you've seen, if this chick had a flying machine that you could just buy,
She wouldn't be living here. No way. Ain't no way.
or, well, if this wizard Agrafina had invented this, you feel like she would, like, you would know about it.
And her tower would be in like a way nicer part of town. Like she's in like the shithole.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so alright.
Like, you've seen pamphlets like this. This is like it's like seeing a pamphlet for Peter Francis Geraci or something. Like, this chick has got wizard info tapes that she wants you to listen to.
I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci.
Hi, I'm wizard Peter Francis Geraci. Do you want to fly? Do you want to cast cantrips at will?
Way more of us get that than I thought we're going to because we're from where we're from, but then there's like some others who are completely lost.
My brain just went to the fitness gram pacer test.
Yeah,
there we go.
he was in a ton of ads, TV ads. It like when, like in the
Early
Forever.
2000s.
yeah early 2000s. So yeah, he was everywhere. Okay, but yeah, this is obvious. She's obviously a scam. Okay, well, yeah, we
Which,
have our new heading.
In Heinrich's defense, they don't really do that in the Imperium. The Imperium does not have a Peter Francis Geraci.
Oh, I figured they would execute that guy. Or imprison him, whichever.
Whoa,
came
whoa,
first.
whoa. Holy
No.
shit.
I'm tired. I'm going
What are you
full
talking
send.
about? We send them to Dumont.
Oh no! Oh no! You banish
Why do you think
them.
they're all here?
Well, no, you can't banish them because they've like seen too much, you know.
The Kaiser arrested Peter Francis Geraci for never blinking.
Oh no! He
Oh god, I
was-
forgot about that.
Yeah, he was really unnecessarily intense, wasn't he?
Well, the earlier commercials, he never blinked, but in the later ones, he, like, blinked way too hard.
Oh.
Like, somebody
he
told
never
him.
blinked, so he like
He overcompensated.
Blank.
consciously overcompensates. Yeah.
They'd mentioned blinking, and then that became all he did.
Like an alien trying to learn human behavior.
Right, I have to blink during this ad. Let me blink a lot just to.
I gotta make up for all the times I didn't.
Right.
But okay. We have.
You
our
see,
new
people,
heading.
this is why we have a dungeon. It's for this guy right
Right,
here.
for this guy right here. All right. Well, we have our wizard tower to go to. It's a few blocks away, and so yeah, that'll probably be. That's a really good. F404.
You tried. You guys head
Did.
downstairs with the intention of going to this wizard tower.
Mhm.
And when you come down the stairs, you see Nadia and Madame Black manning their barricade. And Nadia kind of turns to you guys and puts her finger through her lips as if to shush you. And Madame Black turns around and she gives you the hand signal for enemies nearby.
Mhm.
And you guys can hear on the sides of the building footsteps in the alleyways.
Well, if they're locals, they'll know not to come in the building. Because they'll know there's trouble in here. I assume.
Maybe. You'll find out next time on End of Empire.
No.
All right. Well, yeah. We will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to me.
Bye.